Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Welcome back, guys, to the third night of MCCS Season 3. And this is going to be the semi-finals where we would be seeing El Tito facing off that Fumblers on the first match of tonight. And we are already in the drafting phase. And in the casting league, I'm here with you, Prerona, and with me is the amazing, the talented Fredo.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Prerna. And right now on your screens, this is Team Elpido facing against Team Fumblers, and we both saw how both of these teams played out so well yesterday, defeating their opponents and advancing to the semi-finals. This is the semi-finals, and the winner will will be going ahead to the finals. So it is actually a very intense match right now, and it's going to be a best of 5. So we will be witnessing every team playing at least 3 matches to win the series. But right now on your screens, the bans are already taking place, and Team Elpido coming in with two of the most dominant heroes in their roles right now, the Tigreal and that Ruby. Even though these two heroes were picked by them yesterday, today it seems like they have different plans and they're banning out those heroes. What do you say about Fumblers though?
If we look at their banning phase, there is Sheep, there is Link. So these are two of the best heroes in their particular lanes, if you ask me, because with the help of the shortcut, Sheep can do a devastating amount of damage. And also, if you talk about Link, that thing is never nerfed and always in a buff, if you ask me. So they are doing a pretty amazing job in the banning section, if you ask me. And we can see from the side of Elpido, they have banned out that Vixana. So let's see which hero Fumblers go for, and they are obviously going in for that jungler oriented ban, and the last ban was Hayabusa. So yeah, we can already understand that they are not ready to face off any Link player or any Hayabusa player. And on the other side, the first pick was from the side of Elpido. They have went in for the Bane at the first place. So what do you think of this particular thing? Is it wise to pick out jungler at the very first pick?
Well, in my opinion, I think it's too early to pick up the jungler here, but I do feel like ZK7 has lost out his hero pool in this game, because yesterday we saw him on that Link, but today banning out that Link means they're trying to choke him down in that hero pool, and that is why ZK7 has been forced to pick up the Bane, because if the enemy picks up the Bane as well, then I guess it would be difficult for ZK7 to play other heroes. So yeah, that is why he took his comfort pick first. He'll be picking up that Bane. And on the other side, we can see right now that Fumblers have picked up the Sicilian and the Xborg. Mr. Fool played so well yesterday on that Aurora, on that Vexana as well. But right now, he would be playing that Sicilian. And Chariot will be picking up that Xborg. And the Xborg, I feel like he doesn't want to face any tanky heroes in the EXP lane, and if he does so, he will have his Firaga armor on him, as well as the true damage coming in to melt down those enemies in that EXP lane. So yeah, I guess the Xborg pick is actually to establish that dominance that you need in the EXP lane. But right now I feel like they've picked up the mage as well on the other side. So what do you think will be the next pick coming in from Team Elpido, Prerna?
I believe they should go in for the roamer because we can see that uh, fumblers had their first ban of chips, so they might ban out few more roamers if they don't. And before even I finished my sentence, they went in for the Atlas, and on the other side as well, fumblers went in for that Minotaur. So if we talk about that Atlas, he has a lot of crowd control as well as he can follow the teammates with the help of that Atlas's skill. So that was an amazing pick, I would say, till now. But on the fumblers, we can see there is an Xborg, there is a Sicilian as well, so as there is that Minotaur. So Minotaur would be roaming, tanking, initiating, as well as healing. So that's a complete package in that one particular hero. So that's something when Minotaur is played well, that's something you should be scared of. And the second banning
I
phase
am the
started
moon
already, where we
that
can see
breaks through
fumblers
the
have went in for that
darkness.
Yuzong ban, which is very very understandable because Xborg would be going in the EXP lane. And on the other hand, Mia got banned since there is no marksman pick. So Mia is something you should be scared of, and they actually did an amazing job in banning out Mia.
Yeah, actually they're right. Banning out Mia is so important in this game because we do not want her to pop up after all their skills are used and kill them all down. Because the enemy does have a lot of sustain, they will be able to take long team fights because of the healing coming in from the Minotaur, because of the spell vamp and the sustain of that Xborg with his Firaga armor. Even the Sicilian with his ultimate Bat Feast is able to, regenerate a lot of HP. So yeah, that is why the side of team fumblers are very sustainable, and that is why they will be looking to take up long fights, because they can heal back again. And because of that, the Mia can take the chance to just wait out when the enemy has finished off their skills and go in for that last kill. And that is why they will be banning out the Mia, and as well as banning out that Yin is so important because the Yin actually can take out the Bane inside his domain, because the Bane doesn't have any dashes. And yeah, with that, the Bane, the Phobias have been banned in the second phase, and right now we're on to the next draft. And yeah, what do you think, Prerna? Which goal laner will be each side picking up?
I don't know about that yet because from the side of Fumblers, we're not seeing any jungler yet. So I believe that they are gonna pick the jungler at this point. And yes, they are hovering over that alpha because on the other hand, there is Ben already. So they would want to see their marksman first, and then they might go for that marksman pick. And on the other hand, we can see Elpido are already hovering over that Dyrot. So I don't think Dyrot would be picked. Oh, okay. Tyrod is picked, and I believe he would be going in that EXP lane to face off that Xborg over there. He has his Petrify as well, so things might end up being spicy in the EXP lane, and this is going to be the last pick from the side of Elpida, so they have to pick a marksman at this point. And what do you think? Which marksman would be good for Elpido?
I feel like Ixia would be a good pick here, but no, they pick up the Leslie instead. And the Leslie is actually a good pick as well, considering she does true damage. So yeah, it will come in handy in the late game when the enemy will have their defenses up, will have their builds complete. But no, there's no use on because the Leslie does true damage. So yeah, she'll be ignoring all that defense and directly targeting your HP down. And right now, it feels like, look at the side of Team Fumblers, Prerna. They are so tanky and they are so, sustainable because of the heal coming in from Minotaur. Even the Alpha as well, he does have his regeneration from his second skill. So I feel like it would be a very tough match looking, forward for the side of Team Alpido because, oh my God, Fumblers are so tanky, and I mean, I just cannot understand how will they be able to kill all these heroes because all of them have a lot of healing.
Exactly, and along with that, they have completed their lineup with that Lela on their side. So Lela would be dealing a lot of damage in the late game, and she has a lot of range covering capabilities in her with that use of her ultimate. So that's gonna be something very very interesting if you ask me. And Lela versus Leslie, I believe Lela might have an upper hand in the earlier period, but as you were saying, that Fumblers have a very really tanky lineup, but there is a Leslie in the opponent. So in the late game, it would be easy for Leslie to melt down any type of tanky hero, but let's see if Fumblers actually give them that opening. And if we talk about the total lineup, I believe that both of the teams have a very, very balanced lineup over here, because in the side of Elpido, we have seen damage dealers as well as few heroes that might outshine everyone in the late game. But we have to remember that Fumblers have that Cecilian on their side as well as that Lena. So, what do you think about about the pickings?
Well, they have both the teams have done pretty decent job with their draft, but what I feel like is that the side of Team Fumblers should have, sorry, the side of Team Albedo should have done some picks to counter down those healing heroes on the other side. I guess uh, Hanabi would have done a very good job instead of the Leslie there, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. And right now on the screens, we see them trying to take out their buffs and trying to take out those minions in the lanes. Look at that, Sicilian. He's trying to poke out the enemy. He's trying to disturb that Bane in the jungle. And the flicker has been used as well. I don't think that's the wise thing to do. The Aurora did miss out on a few minions, but look at that in the EXP lane. The Dyrod was able to secure the kill on that export so early.
And we can see there is an initiation coming out around that orange buff area of fumblers over there, but they were just poking around and they retreated from the situation. So currently, things are looking quite nasty for fumblers, because Minotaur got
Yeah.
cornered and Minotaur's kill was being secured by Ben over there. And that's an amazing job, I would say, because Elpido already started this snowballing, and this might not end up good for fumblers if they let them continue like this, because already we are seeing that they are ahead in the gold. So, and so as in the kill side, so things might end up bad for them, because Lazily would be fed, and in the late game, it's going to be a problematic situation for fumblers, if you ask me. So, what do you think?
Yeah, you're right about that. But right now, the turtle is about to be up, and it feels like both the teams will be looking to take a fight there. The Bane does have an advantage. He already got a kill on himself. And right now, look at that X-Borg able to secure the kill. Sorry, able to, take down the Darroth in the EXP lane with the help of the Sicilian. And right now, they're trying to take the turtle, but they are a man down. Will they be still continuing to do so? Oh, the X-Borg doesn't have his Viraga armor and as well as his flicker though. And right now, four men trying to jump on the turtle as fast as they can, but the Darrow is up already. Oh, the Aurora might have her ultimate at the moment. He will be using it so wisely, but the Alpha is able to take out that turtle with his retribution on point. Bane will be able to escape. No, Minotaur comes in with his Minoan Fury. The Atlas might go down as well. There is not enough damage on the team right now. And with that, they take the turtle away as well as a kill. Actually, two kills along with the turtle. So Team Elpido are losing out on that goal right now.
Exactly. Even though they started very well, they are lagging behind at this point, and we can already see that Cecilian is in level 5, where Aurora just turned to level 5. So this is gonna be a problem for Aurora as well to take down that Cecilian in the later period. Already we can see in the ESP lane, Darius is trying to get a hold of that Xborg, but Xborg was able to sustain in the situation, and he is holding on to his turret. But if we look at the turret over there, the turret has lost a lot of gold already to that Dyrot. So Dyrot is actually doing a pretty amazing job in the EXP lane, if you ask me. And already we can see the minion pressure is forming up in the mid lane, and Cecilian is trying to rotate, and he is trying to flank, and he was able to deal a bit of damage on that Atlas, but the situation is looking not so good for Elpida, because we can already see the rotation going towards the top lane area, where Cecilian is trying to get a hold of that Lacey, and he was able to connect his second skill on her, and already we can see the fight has broken down. Minion Fury has been used. Ben used his ultimate as well, but Atlas was being taken down. Ben is being taken down, and Leslie was the one to secure the kill of that Alpha. So things did not look good for Elfrida, because they had to lose two players in the meanwhile. Fumblers just lost one. So what do you think? Was it a good trade before the turtle?
No, it was actually a bad one for the side of Team Elpido because before the turtle they lost out their jungler as well as the roamer, and now they're behind in gold as well. Look at that, the gold is just piling up at the moment. It's about to be, it's around 5k, sorry, 500 right now. but even that is actually a pretty decent lead considering their composition, because they have the Sicilian, they have the Lala, and in the late game it will just get harder and harder for Team Elpido to do anything. So right now they have to make the most of this early game. But look at that turtle being chunked down right now. The Minotaur is there. Oh, will he be able to do something about it? No. The ultimate connects though. A lot of damage being dealt right now by that Bane. But will he be able to take down someone? The Leslie is there to secure the kill, but they are still trying to chase them down. The red buff is there for them. But oh my god, look at that Leslie. Will she be able to take down the Layla? Oh, 1
Oh,
HP. And
oh, yeah.
but right now, yeah, they'll be able to get that red buff, and right now it feels like, did go a little bit into the favor of Team Elpido because they got that red buff, they got a kill as well on that Minotaur. So yeah, a pretty decent trade, I would say. What do you say about that?
I would agree with you because they had dealt a lot of damage. They had the good synergy they have. So they are showcasing that they are not less. And already we can see in the top lane, pressure is building up on that Lazy, and Minotaur is there to follow up with that Lela. And in the previous fight, we had seen how much damage that Lazy is providing. But in the bottom lane, we can already see that Xborg is dealing out with three players from the side of Alpido. So things are not looking good for him, and he would be taken down by the Tyrell. And that was an amazing initiation coming out from that Atlas. If you have noticed, because Atlas just dived in, and that was pretty amazing, and that was completely something we would want to see from a roamer. But if we look at the top lane at this point, Lazy has dealt a lot of damage. Three of the players from the side of Fumblers, that is the Alpha, Minotaur, and Lela, is rotating around that area, and we can already see Minotaur was the one to initiate, but nothing came out from that situation. But things are looking quite unpredictable for me, because we cannot actually predict anything at this point, because whenever one team is actually leading, the other actually equalizes that thing in a moment. So we have to wait to see how it actually ends, Fredo.
Yeah, and right now it feels like this turtle fight will be a deciding moment for the game, because right now Team Elpido sits at a 1k. Oh, look at the initiation coming from Atlas Petrolings, connecting onto three members, Deadly Catch, as well as the Frigid Glacier, and a triple kill immediately for that Aurora. What a gameplay coming in from Team Elpido. That was such a nice initiation coming in from that Atlas, and the follow up from the Bane and the Aurora as well. Oh my god, Team Elpido seems to be on steroids today.
Exactly, and they are just gonna go for that mid lane tier 3. So, with that being said, they have secured two of the turrets, and I believe that this is gonna give them a better map control, which is gonna work out for them in the later period, because we can already see the goal lead is of about 4k, and things would not end well for Fumblers if this thing goes on. And I believe that they would wanna come back to this situation, come back to this game after an AP comeback, I believe. And already we can see the top lane of pressure is building up, and with no one ready to be used once again, Atlas has been taken down by the pool. Spain has Eggsberg has Eggsborg secured double kill over there, and look at the HP of that Eggsborg. He is in a very, very low HP. He is almost in 0 HP, but shutdown secured by that Alpha. It was Aurora who was being taken down. I believe if they initiate on that lane, they would be able to take her down as well. So I believe that Alpha is trying to do that, but instead he was the one to steal that blue buff from Elpido, and they went in for the first turret, that is the mid lane tier 3. So in the previous fight, it was Fumblers who were doing an epic comeback, as I was just talking about it.
Yeah, like you said, the moment somebody takes the advantage, the next moment the other team makes a comeback, and it just happened right now because the Atlas did initiate, but they all had their flickers ready, so they were able to, flicker out of that fatal links which he was trying to engage with, and because of that, the connection of the skills did not happen, and Team Elpido lost out in that team fight in the top lane. But right now, the first turtle, sorry, the first lord of the game is up, and it feels like Team Elpido are a bit interested in taking it. They're gathering up in that river area. But will they be able to take it out? Let's find out. Look at that Alpha. He's trying to take that buff as well. He's trying to catch up on the farm lead, which the Bane has on him right now. But it seems like he's able to not match up so well, because right now Team Elpido is actually way ahead of them in terms of farm and exp. But look at that, Sicilian trying to check the bush for any possibility of enemies being spotted there. The zoning out coming in from that Minotaur, from that Xborg, is quite well. Team Elpido does have the vision in that turtle area. They know that the enemies are there as well, but will they be able to take them out? That is the question. It feels like all the flickers are ready again. So if right now Atlas tries to engage, it might not come as a good thing, because they will be able to flicker out of those fatal links. So it's really important for this Atlas to wait out for that initiation.
Exactly, and the way they were holding on to that bush area, that actually gave me that actually gave me a hope that they might win out any fight if anything happens over here, if any fight breaks down over here. But look at that, they are losing their position and they are exposed at this point, and with no one to be used once again, I believe. And yes, that's an amazing gameplay coming out from that alpha. And ZK was taken down, Supremacy was taken down, Deralt has been taken down as well. So that leaves them with the Aurora and the Leslie only. But if we talk about Leslie, she has the potential of taking down any player from the side of Fumblers because they are in a very low HP. And the damage she would have, that is going to be insane on anyone. But if we look at the current situation, Fumblers are already committing on the Lord, I believe, and they have secured the first Lord of this game. And if we talk about the previous setup, Elpido had a very good positioning, but somehow they got exposed and Fumblers didn't fumble at all, and they were aware that where are the players. So they actually went in for the vision first, and then they started off that fight, and then they were able to get that Lord. So they have a pretty amazing execution in this thing. So I believe that if they actually continue like this, things might change for them, and they might take the lead in this game.
Yeah, but right now, look at that. The Lord is marching down from the top lane side, and Team Elpido will be looking to make the defense happen. But they have the Minotaur on the other side. They have the Sicilian as well. They will be, poking them down when they come to clear those lanes. But right now, the pressure building up. Tyrot, an amazing flicker and, amazing combination of skills on that Layla takes him down immediately. And that means the Layla won't be available for that push in that bottom lane. Right now, it seems like the Atlas trying to make, trying to defend that bottom lane tower, but he's alone and he won't be able to do so. He goes in for the engage, onto the tank and the EXP. Not the best thing to happen right now, but okay, the Aurora is there to connect her skills, but there's still a lot of damage. The Leslie goes in, but not able to do much because she doesn't have enough sustain on her. Oh, look at that. The side of Team Fumblers able to out sustain the enemy, and that's why there's only the Aurora standing right now at the moment, and it feels like Team SLFO Fumblers will be looking to take down all the tier 2s and will be moving in for the inhibitors right now.
Exactly, and Aurora was in a very low HP, so I believe that if the Roamer was available, they might have went for the Aurora as well, but that was completely unfortunate, and they are taking out that middle lane tier 2 as well, so that makes the inhibitors the last one standing, and from the side of Fumbler, they have secured 6 of the turrets already, so things are looking quiet on their side if you ask me, because ZK was there to check out if any player are there from the side of Fumblers, but they were actually able to take that blue buff successfully. But I don't think that in the next fight, that is in the next Lord's spawning side, they won't be able to do much, because look at the positioning of the players of Fumblers over there. They are already holding on very well. They are trying to gather up there. They're trying to make a setup over there, I believe. And Xborg is trying to get the positioning of any player if they are in the bush. He is doing an amazing job in scouting, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's doing an amazing job checking out those bushes, providing the vision, zoning them out. And right now, Team Fumblers are already on the Lord, and it feels like ZK7 is there, clearing those lanes out in the bottom area. And right now, it feels like the Darot might be looking to take an engage. The Lord is very low at the moment. The Atlas is, sorry, the Alpha is already able to take him down. Minion curing being used, as well as the last Insanity. A lot of damage being placed by that Layla. Look at that Layla. She's dealing damage like a truck at the moment. And the Jungler and the EXP, sorry, the Jungler and the Roamer will be going down on the side of Team Elpido. And the Lord, look at the Lord. It came out so fast, already marching down in the top lane, almost halfway. But the minions are there to stall him down a bit. But look at that. They're still marching into that mid lane tower, trying to take it down, and it feels like the Alpha is trying to zone them out as well. And they still need the Lord though. I feel like that. And yeah, meanwhile, look at that. They're trying to make, those minions, just clearing out those minions as soon as they can so that they can make way for that Lord, connecting all the minions. Oh my god, look at those minions. They're applying a lot of pressure in that bot lane area right now, but it doesn't feel like they can make the push happen. Oh, Sicilian dealing a lot of damage to that Atlas actually. And oh my god, she's stranded down in the top lane. The Dyrod, he's stranded down in the top lane, but will he be able to make the escape? Yeah, he does. Right now, the
Mm.
Lord is marching down in that mid lane area. Oh, the Lord is already inside the base turret. The deadly catch has been used. Oh, what a nice ultimate coming in from the Atlas. It might be a wiped out for Team Fumblers. 4 men taken down already. The X-Borg may able to make the escape. But oh, takes down the Atlas in the process. Oh, look at that X-Borg. Is he AFK or something? What happened to him? And the Dyrot is able to take down his shield as well. Oh, Dyrot! That that Spectre step was not in the right direction, and the X-Borg will be able to make an escape. His immortality was popped though.
Exactly, but I believe he faced some technical issues over there, so he was stopping by there, which was completely unnecessary. But he makes it to the base, and even though Fumblers had a chance of clearing out that base, but
Yeah, look at them right now. They're
they
trying to take down that base
actually
as quick as they can. Yeah, yeah,
lacked,
you're
I
right on
would
that.
say,
But right now, the Lord is about to be up in less than a minute, and it feels like, all the base turrets, all the inhibitors are taken down from the side of Team Elpido, and that means their base is exposed. They really have to work a bit well on the lane management right now, or else those minions will be pushing in any time. They are very big, they are huge, they are super minions, and they really have to be careful because while they are busy with the objective right now, which is about to spawn in less than 30 seconds, the minions on the top side must just make a backdoor push happen, and the minions might be the one able to make Team Fumblers win. So yeah, they have to be really careful with the lanes at the moment. And look at that, Prerna, the pressure is building up in that top lane. So many minions marching down. Yeah, and right now it feels
exactly,
like.
and with that being said, the Lord is here as well. So I believe that Fumblers would be going in for the Lord first, but look at that, the base is already being attacked by the minions, even though they wouldn't be able to do much, but they had to face that situation. And in the bottom lane as well, the minions are going in. Lela was taken down in the process, and already we can see Gyro is being taken down by Alpha, and from the side of Fumblers, they are trying to come in on the Lord already. The fight is still going on, and they're chasing onto that Aurora, and instead Alpha gets killed by that Aurora. So that's an amazing one from that Aurora, I would say. But Atlas has been taken down. Sicilian is there, and Aurora's passive popped out. And I don't think she would be able to sustain in the position because Minotaur is there, Exborg is there, as well as the Sicilian. So he was being taken down as well. So the Lord remains untouched over there. And 4 players are down from the side of Elpido. Since there is a minion pressure building up around the base area of Elpido from the side of Fumblers, I believe they would be going in for the base already, because look at the damage coming out from the Sicilian, and he is trying to provide a lot of damage on the lane skip, but there would be Dyroth in, so they have to retreat from the situation because overstaying might cause them a big of a problem, if you ask me, Fredo.
Yeah, the Leslie did a pretty good job at stalling them down and killing out that Exborg in the process, because right now it feels like the Lord is up and they might be able to contest the Lord. She waited for her teammates to come up, and yeah, that is why she was able to make the play happen. And because as well as the Sicilian, the Xborg, as well as the Minotaur. I mean, they cannot really push. So, oh, look at that Atlas though. Oh, a very nice initiation coming in this time. 3 members being taken in by the deadly cat. But oh, look at that sustain coming in from the other side. They're able to still survive. The Layla is dealing a lot of damage. The Sicilian is still there as well. It's a marksman and mage versus a marksman and mage. And the frontliners have all been taken down. But look at that. The Xborg has just resurrected, and that means it might be difficult. Oh, the Aurora gets taken down. The immortality has been popped. Oh my god, Sicilian, that was some level of gameplay there. But look at those minions marching in right now, and it seems like Team Fumblers are slowly chunking down that Lord, and there is no contest whatsoever. And with that, the Lord goes into the side of Team Fumblers, and it might be a bit difficult right now because look at those death timers. You know, the death timers are just piling up. So if you die right now, it's almost going to take a minute to, for you to resurrect. So it's not a good thing to die right now. And I feel like everyone on the side of Team Elpido really needs that immortality.
Exactly, because even though all the players have resurrected, the players from the side of Fumblers are there as well. So is the Lord, so that makes them six in total. And this Lord would be dealing a lot of damage on the base area, and we can already see that the Lord is already there. I don't know what the Fumblers are doing. They are probably waiting for that Lord to get demanded. Why? Why even late? If they were able to take advantage of this Lord, there was a possibility of them taking down the base turret, but they were a bit late over there. The minion pressure was there as well, so that is unfortunate. That is disappointing.
Yeah, there is some
It shouldn't be something
disappointment.
like that.
Yeah, really, really. Because the minions were marching in, the Lord was there as well, but I do not know what they were doing in that river area. Like all of them just gathered there. It's like they were having a discussion or something there. But yeah, meanwhile, look at that. They are able to easily clear out the lanes. The side of Team Elpido must be thankful to the Almighty because it feels like they are just, they have just been blessed with us, with bad gameplay coming in from the side of Team Fumblers. But yeah, it might have been a very big issue if the team, either side of Team Fumblers, actually decided to engage with the Lord. But unfortunately, they will not be able to end the game yet, and the game is already more than 20 minutes. This might be the longest game yet, Prerna. What do you say?
Yeah, since this is the semifinals, we were expecting something like this, but not so much of fumbling from any side. But let's see how fumblers actually make it because they still have the minion pressure on their side, so they still have that advantage. They are gonna steal that blue buff for sure, and I believe that they are waiting for the next lord to spawn over there. And before that, I don't think they would be initiating any type of fight on the players of Elpido because I don't see any type of aggression from them at this point. It's just the minions who are being aggressive at this point. And the Lord would be spawning in less than 40 seconds. So that makes a lot. That's gonna be a long wait if you ask me. And wasting time just like that is completely unnecessary because you have all the resources to end that days. Why would you just waste the time? It's not something you should do.
You're actually very, very right about that. Team Fumblers have all the resources to end the game right now. They have the sustain, even though the side of Team Elpido, even though they clear the minions, they will still be, taken down because of the damage coming in from that Sicilian and Lala and the enemy front line. They do not have enough sustain like the side of Team Fumblers have. They have the Xbox, they have the Minotaur, they have the Alpha as well. A lot of sustain is there on their side. So taking a team fight should not be a problem. But I do not feel like they have the confidence to do that. But right now, it feels like the Xborg just heard my words and he's exactly doing what I wanted him to do. He's chasing down that Bane. The Bane is taking the wrong approach. Why are you going in alone, brother? You get taken down, and right now it feels like the Lord will go into the favor of Team Fumblers. The Aurora almost stole it though. The Sicilian was able to secure it, and right now it feels like the Atlas is getting chased down, and Tyrod is recalling there in his the enemy jungle area. The Leslie doing, trying to provide some support, but I do not think she can do that. And it's 3 versus 5, and it feels like Fumblers might be able to end the game.
I believe that as well because since they have their immortality, since they have that minion pressure bit on their side, but I believe they are gonna take down the base turret with that. But look at that, what is happening over there? no one is actually overcommitting over there and shut down. A double kill secured by that Xborg. I believe they were waiting for Xborg to secure more kills. That's why they did not end the game earlier. And with that being said, the base was being locked by Fumblers, and they have won the first round of this match. So with the next match, we will be right back after a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Welcome back, everyone. This is the second match between Team Fumblers and Team Elpido. Team Fumblers did not really fumble, and that is why they were able to win the last game against Team Elpido, who were the ones who fumbled actually. And in this game, it feels like all the three junglers who are actually the main picks
Who
of
said there are no
ZK7
shortcuts in
from
life?
Elpido
I
have been banned
literally
out. They
invented
even
one.
banned out the Bane in this game. Oh my god. But the chip was left open, and chip will be picked up this time by the side of Team Fumblers. A map control advantage hero, I would say, coming in from the side of Team Fumblers. And look at that, Elpido trying to pick up that Vixana, a very dominant force in that mid lane. But right now, Prerna, what do you think should be the game plan of Team Elpido to win out this game? Because in the last game, it did feel like they were winning a bit in the early stages, but then they lost out after that after that second Lord,
Hope will find
and
a
after
way,
that it just
even when
felt
all
like it
is
was all
forlorn.
Team Fumblers over the map.
I believe that they should really focus on executing the skills of those heroes because we have already seen that Ben used his ultimate in a different area, and Ben was fumbling a bit around the turtle area, which was completely unnecessary. And except for that, you do not pick jungler at the very beginning, which is completely unnecessary and very, very risky. You do not risk out something like that. And already we can see that they might have learned from their mistake and they have went in for the Yuzong and Vixana at first, so they would want to watch what heroes actually Fumblers pick for their side, and then I believe they would be going in for their jungling area. And on the other hand, Fumblers have banned out that Ling, Hayabusa, and Aurora already, which actually gives us with very less options of the jungling oriented heroes, but few other heroes are still available, so let's see how they actually end up this. But they have a Mia on their side this time, so in the late games it's gonna be a deadly thing, I believe, from the side of Fumblers. But if we look at Elpido, they have that Yuzong, they have that Vixana, as well as the Tigreal, so the combination coming out from that Vixana and Tigreal would be something I will be excited to watch.
Yeah, meanwhile, look at that. The ban coming in from the side of Team Elpido will be that Roger. They're really choking down, the jungle role area. I mean, both the teams are actually choking down the jungle role area because they're just banning out a lot of junglers in this game. The Nolan, the Hayabusa, the Ling, the Roger, the Bane as well. So right now, the last ban coming in from the side of Team Elpido will be that Zushin. Actually a very good ban because the side of Team Fumblers have missed out on picking up their mage, their mid laner in this game. And that is why they will be missing out on that Zushin, a very, very good pick in this meta right now. And it means the last ban coming in might be a gold laner or a jungler. What will it be? Let's find out. Prerna, what are your guesses?
I believe they should go in for a marksman oriented ban already, because since they have a Mia, they should they should ban out any hero that counters Mia. And yes, they have went in for the Claude, so that's an amazing decision, I would say, because since there isn't any marksman from the side of Elpido yet, and they have secured their marksman, so they should actually lessen the amount of options over there. But Elpido went in for the Hanabi instead, so it's gonna be Hanabi who might shine in the early period of the game and also in the late period. But Mia, on the other hand, if you talk about her, she might just be a nightmare for anyone in the late game. But let's see how they actually execute the match, and let's see if Elpido have learned from the previous mistakes. So the next two picks would be from the side of Fumblers, since they still lack of a jungler as well as a mage. So what do you think? Which heroes would be the best to face off that Vixana, as well as which hero would be best for jungler at this point? Because we can already see most of the junglers are banned here. So what do you think? What is gonna be?
I feel like an Xborg would be good here. But the alpha can be a good one as well. And yeah, picking up the alpha, I mean, it's a decent choice. It doesn't, it doesn't provide all that, sustain because of the enemy lineup. I mean, they have the Vexana and the Hanabi, so they will not be able to reach. He will not be able to reach the backlines. But yeah, he does have enough sustain to do something with those blades of his. And oh my god, a Fanny being played right now by ZK7 and Mr. Fool on that Zast to finish off the draft. And oh my god, what a draft is happening in this game. They have that Fanny, so the Zask has to be careful. The Mia as well. Oh my god, if this Fanny plays out in the way that we imagine right now, Prerna, then I feel like it will be a very easy win for Team Elpido. But, but, I feel like the Hanabi will have trouble, facing that Mia in the golden.
I completely agree to that because Hanabi might have to face a lot of trouble while facing that Mia. But if Fanny goes in for Mia and then Hanabi goes in for the turrets and also the group fights, it might work out for Elpida because we wouldn't want to see a continuous winning thing from the side of Fumblers at this point because this is the semifinals. Come on, so we believe that they would be able to come back to this match in this particular round. So if we look at the current situation, there is a lot of damage from the side of Fumblers as well as Elpido. So it's gonna be an exciting match, and already we are in the land of Dawn, where we can see the players are basically focused on helping out the junglers at this period. And yeah, that's a good decision, I would say. And things are looking quite passive as it should be. And if we look at the top lane, Mia is not exposing herself whilst Hanabi is clearing out the lane and Tigreal is doing something around that orange buff area of Fumblers already. So this is gonna be something Alpha might won't wanna face, but look at that. Tigreal is getting cornered. He used his flicker already. He is trying to retrieve from the situation and he would be able to do so. But in the meanwhile, they lost the Little Wanderer and they are actually doing pretty decent job if you ask me because they have started the snowballing already if you have noticed.
Yeah, well, they're playing in an aggressive way in this match, and Elpido seems like they do not want to lose out. Oh, look at that Tigreal though. Tigreal will he be able to do something against the Mia? The Mia doesn't have immunity like the Hanabi has. He will
Oh,
get taken down immediately. First blood secured by that Tigreal. Is Zach Foster coming in? Oh, the damage coming in from the chip though, but not able to take them down. He's a tank and he won't be able to do much. But right now the Fanny is there. He already I feel like, yeah, he already has that level 4 and he might be going in for Mr. Fool. Mr. Fool has to be careful.
what?
Fanny takes down the Zask immediately. A very nice engage coming in from ZK7. That was a very surprising amount of damage actually.
Exactly, but I believe if Vuxana followed up, the chip would be taken down as well. So she missed it, I would say. And on the other hand, the first turtle of the match has spawned already. So let's see which team actually is able to take down that turtle. I completely believe that it's gonna be Fanny. That is the Elpido side because the damage that Fanny providing is something we would want to see from a Fanny player. And already we can see the players from the side of Alpido are gathering around that turtle area as well as the Bumblers. So I believe that a fight might break out in any moment around the turtle area. Chief initiated something. Blackjack is used by that Kingdom already. Chip being taken down and Mr. Fool is taken down as well. Tigreal has been taken down by Teresa, but Teresa threw himself out and he was taken down. Alpha went in as well. It's just Sophia. So it's gonna be Elpido who would be taking in that first turtle. So that's an amazing gameplay coming out from Elpido at this point, and they are already leading in the kills, already in the gold as well. So they have a better position than the Fumblers at this point. Even though they had a Mia in their team, I believe Hanabi is gonna face a lot of trouble if she is not followed up by any player. And so the rotation is coming towards the top lanes area. And I believe Mia understood the situation and so she is retreating from that area. But if we look at the EXP lane, Alpha is almost there. Chip is there. Chip initiated something, but no one to follow him up. Tigreal was the one to catch him, and Chip was being taken down by that Hanabi. Fanny goes in, but that won't be enough damage to take down that Mia. But the fight is still going on, but I don't think that nothing much will be here nothing much will be spectated from here because we can already see Fumblers are retreating back. So that was an amazing initiation coming out from the side of Elpido, and that was completely an unnecessary initiation coming out from the chip. And Eternal Gear used by that Vixana already, but I don't think that would do much. But yeah, that saves them for now.
Yeah, and now look at that. Fanny trying to go in for the Alpha. Will he be able to take him down? Oh, 1
Oh my god.
HP. The Alpha able to survive somehow. The Fanny's cutthroat dealt a lot of damage though, and oh my god, the Fanny is just racking up on that goal right now. He's on a 104, and that means he's just getting farmed by minute. And look at that. Terisla might go down to that Liuzong, pops up the vengeance though, will be able to survive somehow for now. But he doesn't have the vengeance yet. So if the Ryuzong decides to engage again, he might go down. Oh, a lot of damage being placed by that Fanny onto the Mia. The Mia gets taken down. It might be a wipeout coming in from the side of Team Fumblers. Will it be happening right now? Oh, no, they will be able to
Oh,
take the, there is the triple kill for Fanny actually. Oh my god. Like I said, it was almost a wipeout, but the Zark was able to position himself well. So yeah, Fumblers will still be staying alive with one of their members right now. But it was a very nice engage coming in from that Tigreal. The Tigreal is countering this chip hard in this game. What do you say?
I completely agree, and he is initiating very well because from the very first of this game, he was the first one to initiate on that Mia, and he was the one to actually dive into the turret. And on the other hand, Vixana was the one to secure the turtle for the team of Elpido, and they are already rotating towards that mid lanes area where the Vixana used her ultimate already on that Zaz. Zaz has to be free from the situation because look at that Eternal Guard. He was chasing down that Zask alone, and already we can see Tigreal is trying to initiate on that chip. And if he initiates on him, I believe Hanabi would be there to follow him up. And things did not end up in the way we expected it. But uh, we can already see in the EXP lane, Teresa is trying to put up a bit of pressure on that Yuzong, but I don't think he would be able to do that for so long because we can already see how helpless that Teresa is in front of that Yuzong. Yuzong has that ability of moving away, and another kill secured by that Fanny. This Fanny is completely unstoppable.
Yeah, and right now it feels like, the side of Team Fumblers might be regretting picking up that Mia because the Fanny is just having a nice time killing up that Mia in the goal lane. And right now they're trying to look for a push. Three-man implosion
Ooh.
coming in. Oh, what an engage coming in from Team Elpido. They have finally heard the voice which they really needed to hear in the last game. And it feels like they're following the voice of their heart, the melody which that helps them move forward in life. And look at that, they're making a comeback. It's a 2-15 for real, because look at that, I cannot believe my eyes. Because in the last game it was a head-to-head fight, but this time it's not a head-to-head fight. They are actually dominating.
Exactly, and if I look at the current KDA of that Tigreal, it is 2-10. So we can already understand that the Tigreal is the one who is actually playing the most efficient role, but he was being taken down. Meanwhile, we can already see the rotation is going towards that middle in the area where the players of Fumblers are trying to chase down the players of Alpido over there. And Alpha Charge used over there, Black Dragon used by that Yuzong, and I believe another kill is getting secured from that place. And yes! Alpha was the one who was being taken down. I believe that will be a double kill. And yes, Teresa was being taken down as well. This is gonna be a godlike for ZK. Mr. Fool was being taken down. And we can see that Chip was able to retrieve from such open space and no one committed on him. The Fanny is going to secure the turtle. And we can already see that Tigreal is trying to initiate on that Mia once again. So after Fanny is done with the turtle, I guess she would be going in for that Mia, or it could be the chip as well. And we can already see that Tigreal is following up. So yeah, things might get nasty in the top lanes area if you ask me.
Yeah, right now, look at that. Them though, they're trying to take down the Tigreal. A lot of skills have been wasted on him, and that means they do not have anything available for the defense. And look at that, Yuzong pouncing on to that Alpha right now. Mr. Fool taking him down so low at the moment. The Eternal Guard is chasing him down, and the Fanny will be able to get this blue buff quite easily, I guess, because there seems to be no contest whatsoever. He does have the retribution as well, so yeah, it will be an easy turtle. Oh my God, Chip! What are you doing? You do not really need to do that at the moment. Oh, Fanny going in, trying to poke out some skills if possible. But right now, it feels like Team Elpido will have a nice time in that jungle area. They're just dominating everything at the moment. And Team Fumblers are, just left behind helplessly, because look at that goal lead right now. They're sitting on an 8K goal lead already. And they're just, having the nice time right now, because it seems like Team Fumblers do not have any answers to the question which Team LPD are asking them right now.
Exactly, and it's three turrets for them as well. So they have a better map control, they have a goal lead, they are leading in kills as well. And the amazing cabling that is coming out from that Fanny is something we were expecting. And we can see she is rotating towards the top lane area where there was a chance of finding out that Mia, but Mia understood the situation and she retreated back. But in the bottom lane, we can see Charizla is getting punished by that Yuzong. Mega kill secured by Hanabi. Legendary secured by Fanny. But Fanny was being shut down by the Chip. But Chip wouldn't be able to do much. And we could see that Hanabi was the one who took down the Alpha. So at this point, 4 men are down from the side of Fumbler. So we can already see Elpido are trying to get back to this game. They would be securing the top lane's tier 2 and the Lord as well, I believe, because there would be no contest from the side of Fumblers. And yeah, with the help of that Lord, I believe they would be able to go in for a few more turrets.
Yeah, they really need that hero to push down those turrets, and the Lord will be also helping them do so. But right now, it feels like Team Fumblers really need to gather up their teammates to make the defense happen. Because if they do not defend this Lord well, then it might come in as a complete wipeout from the Tigreal once his implosion connects, and the teammates are still gathering. So the tiger is also waiting to do that initiation. He will be collecting those small green chocolates, I would say, or the toffees right now. And yeah, he's gaining up that HP to make the initiation. Look at that. His teammates are ready, and right now he is looking for an opening. Team farmers have to be careful. They really have to be careful right now, because this tiger is looking for a setup. And look at that. The mid lane minions are marching in. The tiger is able to zone so well right now, because the teammates are just scared and they're just backing off away from him, and that provides a lot of space for the damage dealers from the side of Team Elpido to do a lot. They already pushed down that mid lane, and even the top lane is, you know, oh, but the turret shield is there to protect them. And this Tigreal, I think he needs to recall right now, because with that HP, I do not feel like he can make an initiation, but he makes the initiation anyway. The Chip able to
Ooh,
make the escape though. Whoa, by right now, look at that Fanny able to take him down so easily. And the Jask has used his ultimate form, and the Mia will be able to take down that Vexana though. The Fanny is recalling, but oh my god, the Fanny just bursted down the Chip like he was a marksman. Did you see that, Prerna?
exactly. The Fanny is doing amazing job, I would say. And if we look at the current situation, fumblers are trying their best to defend the inhibitors they have left with, and I believe they would be focusing on the objectives. But the minion pressure from the side of Torpedo is huge on them, since there is no turret left in just except for those inhibitors. So they have to keep that in mind as well, and they have to maintain a distance from the Tigreal, if you ask me, because every time it's the Tigreal that is around, he is doing an initiation on someone, and then he is getting a follow-up from that Hanabi as well as that Fanny, and things are actually changing there. So what do you think? Would it be Fanny who should be the focus? But before even I finished my sentence, Mr. Fool was being taken down by that Fanny. I am speechless at this point. Wow.
Yeah, just like you, I feel like team fumblers are speechless as well, because they really cannot answer anything against this Fanny right now. They don't have any counters to counter him down, except the Zask or the Alpha, I would say, because other than them, the crowd control is really not enough to stop that Fanny right now, and that is why they're suffering a lot in this game. The Fanny pick is performing so well right now. He's sitting on a 11-1-9, and that just explains how dominant he's playing at the moment. Team Elpido riding on the back of ZK7 right now. The Chip is trying to do something, but I do not feel like they have enough resources to back him up at the moment. They do not have enough damage. And the side of Team Elpido are looking to make that final push happen with that enhanced Lord who will be charging onto that turret. But they really need to sink those minions. They really need to sink those minions along with the Lord coming up in that mid lane area so that they can make the final push happen. And that is why look at that. They're trying to stack up those minions in the mid lane and the sorry in the top lane and the bottom lane before they let it open. But right now it feels like they're making that mid lane turret go first, and the Lord is marching down that mid lane, and it feels like the initiation might come in anytime from the Tiger. The Tiger is looking for an opening. Will he be able to find it soon? I feel like he will be able to, do so, but no, not yet. It feels like the chip is there to poke him down, to annoy him and not let him make that setup. But I feel like the top 10 tower will go down, but no, the top 10 tower does not go down. And look at that 1 HP, still standing strong. And the chip is doing well actually. Oh, look at the damage coming in from
Exactly,
Hanabi
but
though.
things are not looking good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Fanny. Fanny just takes down that Zask like it's nothing. And look at that. The base is exposed right now. The Hanami is dealing a lot of damage. The chip cannot sustain enough. The terrorists are trying to do something. Will he be able to take down that Hanabi? No. Goes down instead to that Yu Zong. And the base is left open. And it might be the final push. Fair enough.
Yeah, I believe that as well because the Fanny is there, the medium pressure is there, and they might want to do something over there. Even though Alpha was able to secure the Fanny kill, but the base was been lost already. And with that being said, Elpido makes a comeback to this match. So this is exciting. This is something we would want to watch on a semi-finals match. So congratulations to them, and we would be right back after a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their
So, welcome back, guys, to the third round of this best of five series. And in the previous game, we had seen Elpida doing an amazing
Hope
job
we
in
find a
coming
way,
back to this
even
match.
when all is
And we
forlorn.
are already in the drafting phase where we can see Ruby is banned from the side of Elpido along with that Bane and that Roger. So they have went in for the jungler oriented
You're
ban
looking at the
mostly. And if
future
you look at
champion.
fumblers, they have obviously banned out that Fanny, Ling, and Chip. And in the previous match, we had seen them playing amazing Fanny from the side of Alpino, so that was quiet, predictable. And Ling, on the other hand, that's something you wouldn't want to face in your opponent if there is no Ling player in your team. And if we talk about the Chip as well, that thing with his ultimate can do a different type of table turning situations, if you ask me. And the picks are going on already where we can see the
Sad rises
Sicilian
when
is
I
there
give the word.
and Tigreal is there along with the Cully from the side of Alpido. So it's gonna be a lot of damage coming out from them, a lot of crowd control as
We
well
shall
with a lot of
stand
mobility.
fast to
And
the
if you look at
very end.
fumblers, there is Yuzong, there is a Vixana. So what do you think? Which hero they might pick from the side of fumblers?
girls with their nails done now.
Well, from the side of Team Fumblers, they have already picked up the main setup heroes actually, the one who provide those assists for the team. And right now they're only looking to finish up those, the ones who are able to take down those kills. And so they need the jungler and the goal laner at the moment, the ADC, and that is why I feel like they might be looking to pick up. I guess a Claude would be good here because they have the Yuzong, so you really need that mobility to escape. The Claude might come in handy here for Team Elpido, but on the other side,
Minecraft.
it feels like going in for the Diggy. Yes, Isaac Foster caused problems for them in the last game with the Tigreal, and that is why Albert will be picking up the Diggy to counter that in this game. But I feel like, banning out the Fanny and Link was very good, but it still seems that the Hayabusa is open and ZK7 might be looking to pick that up.
I believe that as well, but I believe
Gaze
that
upon the
Fumblers
edge
might
of
just
the
ban
void.
out Hayabusa in any moment, but they went in for the Nolan instead. So let's see which hero actually gets banned from the side of Alpido, as you were saying that Hayabusa is there. And I believe that there are few more other junglers just like that Xborg as well as that Alpha in the previous rounds. We have seen amazing Alpha gameplays from both the sides. So if they ban out this Alpha this time, that would be something very exciting if you ask me, and as well as that Hayabusa, because no one wants to face that Hayabusa. With the ultimate of his, he is just a nightmare. Since Zeke would be the one who would be banning this time, I believe that's gonna be a marksman oriented ban from him, or as I was saying that they might just go in for the Alpha. They heard me? Is there any glitch? How are they hearing us?
It might be that they heard you and they're banning out the Alpha here. And yeah, the Alpha being banned out. A lot of junglers are being banned in this game actually, but still the Hayabusa is left open. I feel like Team Fumblers might ban out the Hayabusa. What do you say, Prerna? Will they be banning the Hayabusa? Yes or no? Tell me fast.
Yes, I believe that they would go for that Hayabusa one, but he is taking his sweet time to think, rethink, and do things. Let's see what actually they have in their sleeves, and it's gonna be terrifying. What?
Let's see drums. Yin has been banned actually. Okay. Okay, the Hayabusa is left open. So do you think Team Elpido will be banning the Hayabusa? Hayabusa is still open.
Why are you after this Hayabusa? Tell me that first.
Because I really don't want to see that Hayabusa being picked up by any enemy because it will
It's
just
gonna be
snowball.
Hayabusa pick. It's gonna be Hayabusa pick. Please pick out
Hayabusa.
Hayabusa.
Yeah, really. I feel like Hayabusa The side which we pick Hayabusa will be able to win this match. I'm telling you, and that is why I really want to see the side of Team Fumblers picking it up, because right now we're already on a 1-1, and it feels like Fumblers really want to make the comeback because they even picked that Biggie in this game. So picking up the Hayabusa will be just a cherry on top of the cake which they're having, and that is why I feel like a Hayabusa will be really helpful here. And believe me, when I say this, I feel like the team which will pick Hayabusa will win the game.
You can never predict something in the land of dawn, actually, but I hope you're right. And it's gonna be Mia from the side of Fumblers, so that's gonna be a very risky situation if you ask me. And it's gonna be Elpido who would be picking out the heroes now, and these two are gonna be the last pick from the side of Elpido, where we can already see they are hovering over that Clinton Hanabi, and let's see what they lock onto. On the other hand, CK7 is taking his time to actually think of the strategy, I believe, and Hanabi gets locked from the side of Lucifer 28. So Hanabi facing off that Mia would be something we would enjoy. And Elpida chose out that Gushion. Did
Hayabusa!
they forget about Hayabusa?
Hayabusa,
Did they forget about Hayabusa?
I'll still say that Hayabusa, please, come on. Team Fumblers, do not miss out on the Hayabusa, please. I really want to see a Hayabusa being played right now, and I'm telling you again, the team which picks Hayabusa will win the game, and the team which does not pick will lose. So, oh my god, I feel like we're going for a Balman here. So it means both the team will lose in this game.
Yeah, both the teams will lose and we would be the winner. And yeah, Balman gets locked from this side since there's a Gushian on the opponent. So what do you think? Is Balman a good choice against that Gushia?
Good question,
Even he is confused. I can see why Mr. The World was actually taking his time.
Yep. Because he really wanted to pick up that Balman, and the Balman can actually get countered if they pick up a ranged hero. Like the Granger, the Granger can come really handy in this game. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're already on that loading screen, heading into the land of dawn, and it feels like both the teams have done their homework, and we'll be seeing a Venom Gushen going up against that Balman. And to be honest, I really like that Balman skin though. Doesn't it look very royal and like a mystical creature from the top of the mountains, which has just appeared, And I feel like, to answer your question, I feel like the Gushan does have an upper hand on that Balman because he can actually burst down that Balman pretty easily if he gets, that glowing wand and genius wand on him.
Yeah, I believe that as well. So let's see how they actually execute things. But I am a bit disappointed at both the teams because they did not ban Hayabusa. They did not even take Hayabusa. They forgot about it. So yeah, I am a bit sad, I would say. But we are already in the land of dawn, and we can see the mages are poking around. So in the late game, it's gonna be the Eternal Guards versus that Bat Feast. So yeah, that's something exciting, I would say. And many things are going around that mid-lanes area. The first turtle would be spawning in a very late period, and before that there is a contest going around that Little Wanderer side. I cannot see who actually did got that Little Wanderer. It was the Elpido, I believe. Yeah, it was the Elpido. And in the top lane we can see Yuzong versus Khalid. So what do you have to say about this Yuzong versus Khalid thing? Who do you think has the upper hand?
I mean, easily the Yuzong in the early game, because he has that sustain on him coming in from his passive. So he can easily regenerate his HP, but the Khalid also, he has his second skill to make that regeneration happen. So both the teams, oh, look at that Gushan, though. He's going in onto that Yuzong. Will he be able to take him down? No, I guess. He will be able to escape with some of his HP remaining. But right now he's able to recall. So yeah, that means Khalid might be able to get some extra farm in that. Oh my god, Hanabi is taking a lot of damage. She's giving out damage as well. But the enemy side has that Balman. I do not think they can go in for that engage though. But look at that. Tigreal has to use that flicker to get out of this situation. And he'll be able to get out of this situation. Oh, Sicilian coming in. But right now, she has to be really careful there. Otherwise, there was that Diggy and that Balman to take them down. But right now, look at that. The Gushan is comfortably taking the turtle, but look at that. The Balman is making his way as well. The Gushan doesn't have his ultimate. He has to be really careful there. The dragon, sorry, the Khalid has to help him out, and he'll be able to easily take that turtle. And it feels like the Balman was not even trying to engage, even though it was a 1v1 situation there.
He didn't risk it out, I believe, because they have something in their sleeve going on. Because in the top lane, we had seen that Lucian taking out that Yuzong very easily, so he didn't want to risk it at this point. And we can already see the rotation is going towards the top lane area from the side of Elpedo. So let's see if they are able to corner out that Yuzong, because already we can see that Khalid is summoning on that Yuzong, and Yuzong has his ultimate. So I believe he might have that opportunity to retrieve from the situation, even though Sicilian was there to help out that Khalid, but no type of fight engage has been seen there. And in the bottom lane, we can see the fumblers are trying to gather out in that area to corner out that Hanabi, I believe. But the rotation still goes around the top lane's area. A fight has broken down already. We can see the Sicilian dealing a lot of damage. Black Dragon used by that Yuzong already, but nothing crazy is going on, and they would be retreating with a very low HP, and fumblers are still waiting there. Why are you standing there, Yuzong? Go retreat, because you have done a lot of damage and you might get taken down if anything bad happens. So we are still not seeing that yet, but there was a possibility around there. No one risked out, no one is overcommitting, so there is a balance going on from both the teams, and Elpido are already leading in gold and in kills, Fredo.
Yeah, but really, they really need to take down that Mia because, like you always mention, the Mia is a trouble in the late game to face against. Oh, the Tiger trying to make an initiation on that Diggy. The Diggy has used his Revitalize. So that is one battle spell wasted there. It's an advantage for Team Elpido right now. And the side of Team Fumblers are also trying to target that Hanabi, but I do not feel like the Balman can actually take down the Hanabi easily because he does have, he does lack the range to deal damage, and he's not an assassin, so he cannot really, go in for that last moment burst down. Oh, the damage coming in from that Yuzong on the Tigreal. The Tigreal is forced to retreat. The Gushan is able to take the retribution battle, and look at that. He secures the turtle with that retribution. A very bad, gameplay coming in from that Balman. There misses out the retribution. Oh my god. But right now, Gushan trying to be zoned out from his red buff by that Yuzong. The Yuzong has to make retreat because his teammates are coming to help him. And in the top lane, look at that. Khalid, he's just farming up. He's just taking all that gold from the turret as well.
Exactly, and that is gonna give Elpido an upper hand for now, but the rotation will be going towards Khalid, I believe. And we can already see that the fumblers are trying to corner him out, and the situation does not look that good for Khalid, but Tigreal is there to back him up. So let's see if any type of fight breaks down in that area, because we can see Vixana is there to back up that Yuzong. Balman is there as well. I don't think Tigreal would be able to do much over the DPS area, but again, Sicilian is there. Sicilian was the one to get the kill of that Yuzong. The fight is still going on. Double kill secured by the Sicilian, and we can already see the Sicilian is causing a lot of trouble to the Fumblers. So things are looking pretty nice for the side of Elpido, if you ask me. And the rotation is going towards that mid lanes area where Hanabi was able to secure that one turret, and Khalid was able to secure the turret up the top lane. So they're not just leading in gold, they have the better map control as well. So they would be going in for the mid lanes turret where DK is there. So let's see if any type of fight breaks down over there. And Tigreal just committed a mistake, and already we can see DK is being taken down. Tigreal is being taken down as well. Mia was being taken down. So things are not looking quite good for Elpido as well as Farmless, because three of the players were being taken down by this one particular fight. Bauman was finally able to get a kill over here, and we can already see Gusion had to retrieve from the situation because there was no one to follow him up, and already Khalid had dealt a lot of damage. So they are committing on the turtle from the side of Fumble. So do you think it's a wise decision?
I do not think so because look at that. Khalid is there to actually, deal a lot of damage. But right now, though, but no, the Khalid should have disturbed him there, but no, he did not do so. And the Bushan was also there in his red buff. So yeah, the third turtle will be going towards Team Fumblers, even though the first two did go into the hands of Team Elpido. And right now, it feels like Team Elpido, even though they had the goal lead, they've lost some of it right now, and it's standing at around 2K, almost 3K, more than 2K though. But yeah, right now look at that. Yuzong, he's trying to push that top lane. I do not know what Khalid is doing there. He has to make his rotation to the top lane side, and yeah, he's doing so. I think he heard me. And right now, I'm really sad to see that both the teams have not targeted that goal laner so much because they have the Gushan and they will be able to kill that Mia very easily if they try to do it. But no, they're really not focusing on that Mia so much, and it might be causing problems for them later on.
Exactly, I believe that as well. In the meanwhile, Vixana got taken down by that Lucian. The fight is still going on around that mid lanes area. Tigreal has taken a lot of damage already. We can already see Yuzong was trying to do something, and Yuzong was able to take that Tigreal kill. And already we can see Balman is helping out that Ziggy over there, and Ziggy was able to retrieve from the situation with a very low HP. And I believe that they would be able to defend the tier 2 from the players of Bumblers. And if we look at the current situation, both the teams have secured 2 turrets, and with that being said, Fumblers just went in with the third turret and mega kill secured by the Gush, and that was the kill of Mia. As you were talking about it, Mia was finally taken down, and we can already see in the bottom lane, Eternal Guard is chasing down Elpido's players, that is the Hanabi. But Eternal Guard had to vanish away from the situation. So things are looking quite unpredictable, if you ask me, Fredo.
Yeah, it's just like the first game in which both of the teams were neck to neck. Even though Team LPD are leading in the game right now, like in the kill score at least they're leading, even in the farm lead as well. But the team fumblers are still not letting them have what they want. They are not getting them have what they want in their way because they are still creating problems for them. I mean, look at that. Vexana is just poking out the Tigreal, not letting him do what he wants. But look at that initiation coming in from Tigreal though, just one man. Oh, the Sicilian secures the kill. The Khalid is onto that Vexana, but look at that. Meanwhile, the Mia gets taken down immediately by that Gushan. The Balmon and the Digi are the only ones standing. I feel like the Gushan can go in if he wants, but he does not have his ultimate, and they will be focusing on the objective instead. I would say that's a very wise decision from the side of Team Elfido.
Yes, because that's the Lord, and you wouldn't want to miss the first Lord. And with that being said, the Lord was being secured by Gushyan, that is ZK7. So we have seen amazing jungle coming out from that particular jungler, and we can already see the rotation is going towards that mid lane area, even though Tigreal tried his best
Oh,
to defend,
the
but
damage!
oh my
The
god,
da-
Ziggy got taken
yeah.
out. The damage coming out from that Sicilian is immense, and ZK7 was finally taken down by that Yuzong, and Eternal Guard is still trying to chase down that Khalid, but that would be unsuccessful. And in the meanwhile, the Lord was marching from that top lanes area, and he would be getting defended by the Mia and by that Vixana, I believe. And we can already see there is a lane swap from that Khalid as well as that Yuzong, and they are fighting in the
Oh,
gold lane area at this point, and I believe that Hanabi would be there.
yeah. I mean, did you just see how the Khalid, just oh look at that damage coming in from Sicilian. Oh my God, the Digi just one shotted to death right now. Even the Bane being taken down. The Khalid gets taken down as well. Oh Mia dealing a lot of damage. 3 members gets taken down. He just flanked on the back line with his ultimate and just wiped them out so easily. Right now, the Gushan is there though. Will he be able to take down the Mia? No, he doesn't decide to go in. Without that crowd control, it might be a bit hard to do that. But did you just see how that Mia flanked in the enemy backline with her ultimate and just wiped them out? 3 of them just vanished.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about. That Mia could be very sneaky, and that could be a problematic hero for you in the late game. And she is already proving to be one. And already we can see Mia is trying to do something around that top lanes area where there is Gushan waiting for him. But she does not overcommit in those areas, and she has retreated back to her backline position, I will say, because she is not frontlining a bit, and that's a wise gameplay coming out from that marksman. And we can already see they are trying to corner other players of Elpido over there, and there was a initiation coming out on that. Digi Digi was able to retrieve from the situation. Black Dragon used by that Yuzong once again, and Eternal Guard is there to save them for now. And ZK7 is in a very low HP. Thessalian trying his best to take down that Eternal Guard, and he was able to do so. So at this point, Vixana has to retreat, as well as that Tiggy, because they have dealt a lot of damage already. And second Lord would be coming in 15 seconds. So I believe that another fight might break down around that Lord area. What do you think? Before that, is there any possibility of any fight breaking down?
I feel like both the teams would like to play it safe. And right now, look at that. The Lord has come up, and the side of Team Alpido already there in the positions from before. So that is why they're able to get that vision on them. Oh, the Athena is there on that Yuzong though, so the Gushan might not be able to burst him down as easily as before. But that Mia, look at that Mia. That Mia can actually create a split push in the opposite lane right now. But the Khalid is there to provide the vision on that Mia. The Mia not able to go down. Oh, Tigreal, will he be doing an initiation? No. The Diggy still has his ultimate. So yeah, he has to be careful. Oh, ZK7 taking a lot of damage at the moment. And it feels like Team Fumblers have just zoned them out so easily. I mean, that should not be
Mhm.
happening. Oh, it might be an initiation. No, there is the time reverse coming in from that Diggy to take him out. Oh, the Khalid does initiate though, and the damage coming in is insane. But look at that.
Oh
And
my
Mia
god,
takes
Mia!
the kill. It might be a maniac. A maniac for that Mia.
Oh!
Will she going
Savage!
for them?
Savage! Savage! Oh no,
No,
there is
no,
no
no.
minion pressure. There is no follow up by that Vixana, so she missed that Savage. And before that, we would be seeing a Lord getting secure from the side of Fumbler. So that's what I was talking about. See, that Mia could be a devastating hero if you do not stop her. And Bamand has dealt a lot of damage at this point. He has to retreat. And with the help of this Lord, I believe they would be able to take down towards that inhibitors, because the Mia skills would be something that would just melt down the turrets, and she already stole that purple buff of Gusion, and in the top lane, she would be clearing out the lane for that Lord to come over. And yes, the Lord would be marching from the top lane area. So I believe that they would be able to take it down towards that inhibitor, if you ask me. But Khalid is there. So let's see if they are able to defend the Lord before it reaches the inhibitor's area. In the meanwhile, we can see in the bottom lane, Yuzong is there to face off that Gusion, and in the meanwhile, we can already see the rotation is going towards that bottom lane's area to corner out that Gusion. So Gusion might get cornered out over there, but Tigreal is there to provide vision. The Lord is defended as well. So things did not end up as I was actually expecting, but Mia is still there waiting to get an opportunity to get a backlane situation, and I guess she might flank anytime. And Black Dragon used by that Yuzong once again, so he was able to retreat, even though he was in a very low HP.
Actually, the side of Team Fumblers have a really bad habit of not doing the not doing anything with the Lord, and they just showed it right now as well, because the Lord was coming in from the top lane alone, and what they did was just wait in the enemy jungle area and do nothing. I
Yeah,
think this is
exactly. That's
I
the
think
bad
this is a
habit.
yeah, that's a very bad habit of Team Fumblers to waste the Lord, and that is the reason why they were not able to end that first game easily. And even now, look at that. I mean, they have the lead actually. Even though the team Alpido has a better kill score, they still have the lead in the game right now because of the Mia. The Mia is actually very farmed, and right now she can deal a lot of damage. But they're not using that to the max potential. They're just waiting out for the enemy, and that is why right now I feel like this game will again be one of the longest game in the tournament so far.
I believe that as well, because it is 16 minutes already. The Lord would be spawning in 30 seconds. And before that, I don't see the Fumblers taking any initiation of starting any team fight. And even if they started any team fight, it would be the Tigreal from the side of Elpido, but there is a Diggy, so he would be countered out. So the Tigreal is not getting that much of opportunities as well. So whenever Tigreal would be there, it would be Diggy, it would be that Vixana, it would be that Mia once again. So Elpido are playing very, very safe at this point, and we can already see that both the teams are gathering around that Lord's area, and the Lord has spawned already. And from the side of Elpido, they have something in their sleeves because we can see them taking their positions in a very good manner, and already the fight has broken down around that Lord's area. But nothing much is crazy. Nothing crazy is going on around that area, I would say, because no particular initiation is going on around that area, and Tigreal has dealt a lot of damage, and Sicilian is trying to provide damage for the side of Elpido. We can already see Balman going to commit on that Lord area, and Yuzong is there as well. But if I look at Mia, she is waiting for something, I believe. She's not revealing herself. In the meanwhile, Sicilian got taken out, immortality topped out by that Gabriel over there. We can already see he is getting bursted out, but Alcott has been taken down by the Tanabe,
Oh,
and the Lord has been stolen by CK7. Mr. Food has been taken down, Tigreal has been taken down, double kill secured by the Mia. Bauman is taken down by that Khalid. So it is the Mia who is standing with that Yuzong over there, and Yuzong does a lot of damage, so he has to retrieve from the situation. Whereas it is just ZK7 and Super Mickey from the side of Elpido. So things are not looking quite good for Fumners, if you ask me, because they have lost three of the players. They have lost the Lord as well, even though Mia has a huge amount of damage at this point. But would she be able to take down that Khalid as well as that Cushion? What do you think? Would she be able to do so?
well, that is a
Because
very hard question to answer, actually.
there's a Lord to defend as well. So things are looking quite tough for Mia.
Yeah, actually, her teammates cannot sustain long enough for her to make that initiation. So, right now, the key to success for Team Fumblers has to be, you know, try to sustain out the team fight as long as you can until that Mia pops in on the enemy backline. Look at
Oh,
the damage coming in from that Sicilian, though. Oh my god. It just felt like she was about to, he was about to kill that Vexana. But yeah, like I was saying, like right now, the team fumblers, what they have to do is just sustain long enough, to waste down the skills of Team Elpido, and then the Mia comes in with that flank with her ultimate, and she just takes them down so easily. But right now, oh my God,
oh
Isaac,
my
you're
god.
in the wrong position. Oh, goes down to the hands of Balman right now. But look at the damage coming in from Sicilian, though. Takes down that Vexana, the Gushan. Will he be able to survive? Oh my God. The Diggy, sorry, the Mia.
Oh,
Sorry, the Hanabi, sorry. Hanabi is so low, but he's the one taking down that Yu Zong there, and the Gushan that's taken down as well. Right now, it's three members versus two. On the side of Team Elpido, you have that Khalid there as well as the Hanabi. The lane clear is good enough to defend at the moment. So I feel like we'll be waiting for another Lord, Perna, and it's just another long game coming in because of Team Fumbler's bad habit of not using that Lord to their advantage.
that's what happens when you waste a Lord, actually. This is something the Lord's karma, I would say, because they could have finished that game long ago, and they are just waiting for the next Lord, and before that, every player would be reincarnated. So we would be seeing another team fight, I believe, and we can already see that Mia is securing all the buffs at this point, and Balman is just there waiting for Mia to finish off the creeps, and the Lord would be appearing in 5 seconds. So we can already see the rotation is going towards the Lord's area from the side of Khalid as well as the Tigreal. The Tigreal will be providing, Khalid would be the one providing vision for the team at this point, and Sicilian is there as well. Since this is a late game, Sicilian has a lot of potential on him, and so has Mia. So it is quite unpredictable to say what might happen, but we can already see that from the side of Fumblers, they have committed on the Lord already, but there is that Mia. Mia is being taken down by that Cushion, so let's see if they are able to secure the Lord. The Lord goes
Whoa!
for Tanabe, and Falmon has been taken down as well, so I believe this is gonna be the end for Fumblers. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels like they might be able to end the game right now. Team Elpido. Oh, look at that! The Yuzong is stranded out there alone, checking that bush though with his second skill. The Khalid though making an annoying recall there. And right now, oh my god, Tigreal,
Oh
don't
no.
get taken down. Immortality pops out. And right now, the Gushan is still looking to take an engage, I guess. He's staying there in that bush area. The Lord is coming in from the top side. The minion pressure is there in that mid lane. He will. Oh my god, Gushan. He might get taken down here. But no, he has that movement speed to help him escape from that situation. The Eternal Guard is there to zone out them for the moment, but it feels like the Lord has a lot of HP, and it feels like the Mia is still not. Oh, this Mia just comes alive right now, but the mid lane and the top lane inhibitor will go down, and the minions are creating a lot of pressure. And right now, it feels like Team Elpido are the better team who really know how to utilize the Lord. They have the minion pressure with them. Will they be able to end it? It feels like Tiger is trying to make an initiation, but the minions are cleared so easily by that Mia and Vexana. And right now, oh my god, Tigreal taking a lot of damage as well. The minions have been cleared out, but there is still a minion pressure being formed upon in that bottom lane. And it feels like Alpido have also caught the wrong habit of wasting Lord from Fumblers.
That's what happens when you stay with someone for long, and that we are seeing in the meanwhile. Cecilian is dealing a lot of damage on the Vixana. Vixana used her ultimate already, and we can already see the damage coming out from Mia is devastating, and already they are cornered to their base. But doesn't look good for Pummelers at this point, I would say. But they are still able to defend the base for now. But the minion pressure they would be facing is gonna be something of it's gonna be something they should be actually scared of, because in any time the minions would be there, so the Mia has to be engaged in clearing out lanes, and on the other hand the Cecilian would be there to catch her up, and then she would be finished off very easily. So things weren't looking good for Fumblers, but at this point they were able to defend for a bit, and they are just busy in clearing off the lanes, and nothing crazy is going on.
Yeah, but
Nothing
right
crazy
now,
is going on exactly.
yeah, I really feel like taking a look at their builds right now, and even the gold as well, because it feels like, it feels like the Mia is on some kind of item which I really don't know, because she's dealing a huge amount of damage. And it feels like, the items won't be shown at the moment. And yeah, we'll be seeing the Lord instead. And it feels like the Lord is still there for grabs for both the teams, but Team Elpido have the inhibitors on their side, so they don't really need to care about the minion pressure. But it feels like the mid lane minions are still marching down that mid lane. So Hanabi, please go and defend them before it go reaches your tower. And right now it feels like Hanabi is making her way to go and defend that tower. But like I said, look at them. They're waiting out. They know that they really need to wait out, because, even though they take the Lord, the side of Team Fumblers have a very good lane clear coming in from that Mia, from that Vexana as well. So instead of,
Where is Mia?
look at that Mia on the map there. She's trying to, take out someone like an assassin there. But the side of Team Elpido are really waiting for the side of Team Fumblers to make a mistake, because they're right now outside their base and they do not have their inhibitors. So one mistake and they can easily end the game. And look at that, the engage coming in from the Tigreal though. Oh, the Black Dragon form was being used or what? No.
Oh no,
I guess.
Mia. Move! Move!
Oh, the damage coming in from the Mia. Oh my god. Takes down the Khalid in a 1v1 situation. The Khalid is forced to flicker. And it feels like the Mia is not able to do much at the. Oh, Sicilian might be able to take down Vexana. No flicker has been used. There is the no Flask of Oasis as well. Oh, the damage coming in from the Sicilian is just so. Oh, right now is the right time to engage, because the Diggy has just used his ultimate. And look at the Tigreal. Yes, look at that. The moment of initiation coming in from the Tigreal. The Mia is still there in the backlines though. The Gushan might be able to take him down. Yes, takes down the double kill. Might be a triple right now on that Yuzong. Will he be going in? Yes, he will be. It might be a triple kill already for that Yuzong. All the members taken down. And with that, Elpido might be able to secure the second game. It will be a 2-1 right now if they do so. And it will be the match point. The minions are marching down the top lane side. It's only the Diggy. The Diggy cannot do anything. She is so helpless right now. And they'll be locking the base. And the victory will be going towards the side of Team Elpido. What a game.
Congratulations to them. That was an amazing gameplay from both the teams, I would
Victory!
say. And El Pido won this one. And we can see in the scoreboard, it is Mia who got the MVP of the loser team. But on the other hand, it is the Gushian as we expected. Because look at the KDA. He has the KDA of 12.39. And on the other hand, we can already see that all the players did an amazing job on their side. But if I look at SLFO, that is the fumblers, Barman could not do much in this particular round, but it was just Mia who was trying to carry. And if I look at the details data,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the Balman cannot really do anything against the against the Hanabi and the Sicilian because he needs to get close to the hero, and there is no one on the side of team the side of team Elpido who will be able to, take them close enough to the side.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's why the Balman was not really able to get close enough to deal enough damage, and that is why, Team Fumblers lost out that match in a very bad way because of that, jungler pick.
Hmm.
But we'll be coming in with with one more game, I guess. It is the match point for Team Elpido, and we'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, this is yet the fourth match. Sorry, the third match right now. Going. Sorry, it's the fourth match right now going on between Team Fumblers and Team Elpido. And Team Elpido are on the match point right now because Team Fumblers just lost out two games back to back, even though they won the first one. And look at the bans coming in already on the side of Team Fumblers. They have that Ling there, they have the Fanny and the chip being banned out. Even though they have the first pick, it felt like the chip did not work out well for them in the second game, because of which they really do not want to pick it up for this game as well. And yeah, that's why they will be banning out the chip. And on the other side, we see Team Elpido banning out the Bane, the Sicilian, and the Ruby. The Sicilian did play a big part in the last game for their win, dealing the most amount of damage because there was no one on the enemy side to hunt him down except that dragon, which was actually getting dominated by that Khalid. And yeah, that is why right now it feels like Team Fumblers already picked up the first pick as the Vexana, just like the last game. The Vexana did pretty good, I should say, but the team did not do well enough to support her, and that is why right now, look at that, Elpido Super Mickey on his Black Dragon again. Oh my god, that guy is a menace with that Yuzong. And it feels like Team Fumblers might be facing the same nightmare like the second game, because right now they have picked up that Yuzong. And I mean, will this be the same game like the second game, like that Fanny? I'm really curious to see that.
I believe that Elpido has that confidence to end the whole match over in this game because this is gonna be the fourth round, and Elpido has won two, and Fumblers have won one only. So if Fumblers are able to come back in this game, then we would be moving forward the fifth match of tonight. Of this, we would be moving toward the fifth round of this match tonight, and I believe that fumblers would try their best to do so. But if I look at the picks of Elpido, they have Hanabi, they have Yuzong, and they have Aurora. And as you were saying, that Super Mickey with that Yuzong is something else. So we have a high hope for Elpido at this point. But if I look at Fumblers, they have that Suyu, they have that Tigreal and Vexana, and I'm actually very curious to see the combination of Tigreal and Vexana and that Suyu. I haven't seen this combination till now in this tournament, this trio combination. So I cannot predict anything yet. Can you?
Well, you're right about the fact that this combination can work out pretty well for the side of Team Fumblers. But on the other hand, you have that Aurora, you have that Hanabi, and the Aurora and Hanabi are not the easiest mage and marksman to kill down. So Team Fumblers really lost the last match as well because they were not able to take down the Hanabi and the Sicilian. And that is why in this match, I feel like they really need to focus on taking down the enemy backline, and that's why they really need to pick an assassin hero, I feel like. But on the other side, look at that. Super Mickey on that Yuzong will be a nightmare for them. As well as right now, ZK7. I mean, look at the enemy composition. It does not feel like a Fanny will be a very good pick here actually, because the Fanny can actually dive in on the Vexana and the Tigreal. I do not feel like, the Tigreal is a fast enough hero to crowd control that Fanny. So I guess the Fanny will be a good pick here for the side of Team Elpido. But look at that, the bans coming in. The Nolan will be banned out, and on the other side, Team Elpido, it feels like the Mia gave them a nightmare in the last game, and that is why they'll be banning out the Mia in this game.
Exactly, and as I was saying that Mia could be a devastating hero, and Mia did prove to be one, and they have banned out two marksmen at this period, one EXP laner and two junglers. So that actually explains a lot that they do not want to face any type of risk in that jungling area or in that marksman lane. And the next two bans from the side of Fumblers were that Atlas and that Nolan. So Nolan ban is quite understandable, and Atlas as well, because we have seen an amazing Atlas gameplay from the side of Elpido, and they do not want to face that once again. And in the meanwhile, Elpido picks out that Kai. So Kai might be going in for the jungle or the roamer as well. Very versatile hero. What do you think? Where Akai would pick more?
Probably the probably the roam here, because the Isaac Foster is the one picking that up, and he's the one who roams. And on the other side, you have the Tigreal. So to counter that Tigreal, the Akai will come in very handy because of his heavy spin, because of which he will be able to cancel the ultimate, the implosion of that Tigreal. And meanwhile, on the other side, we can see the Claude has been picked up, a mobility hero coming in from the side of Team Fumblers. It won't be easy to catch down this Claude, and he deals a lot of damage, especially because right now he doesn't even need to recall back to the base. He doesn't have a mana bar anymore, and that is why the Claude will come in very handy for the side of Team Fumblers. And the Roger being picked up finally, because Team Elpido had been banning it out a lot. Even the Team Fumblers banning out the Roger quite a lot in the last few games, but right now it's left open and it will be picked up by Team Fumblers. Really excited to see the Roger gameplay actually. Even after nerf, I feel like many people have left using that Roger, but right now Team Fumblers are the one picking it up, and it feels like they will be looking to make a good use of that hero. And on the side of Team Elpido, it feels like they're hovering over that Martis at the moment. But yes, it will be the Martis played by ZK7. So it feels like.
And if I look at the total lineup, do you think Martis is a good thing to pick?
Yeah, really, I was about to just say that, because look at the lineup. Okay, except that Hanabi, all of the heroes are actually early game heroes. So in the late game, the Martes damage will just fade away, and the Rogers damage will be insane. So it feels like the side of team Elpido really have to try to end it as quick as they can and get that early snowball on that Martis, because otherwise, if the Roger gets farmed, then he will be the one creating problems like the last game, just like that Mia. He will be the one, diving the enemy backline, flanking with that wolf form, with that Lycan pounce, and taking down everyone there. So yeah, it feels like Team Elpido's plan in this game has to be ending as fast as they can. And yeah, with that, we're on the loading screen already. This is Ooredoo Nation's Gamerland, bringing to you Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. And this is game number 4 between Team Elpido and Fumblers. This is the semi-finals, and the one who win this will advance to the finals of the series, and that is why Team Elpido already on the match point just need to win one more. And on the other side, Team Fumblers are really fumbling, and they really need to win 2 games to proceed further. And it feels like, look at that jungle rotation though, it feels like both the junglers are going to rotate towards the goal lane this time.
I believe that as well because in the marksman lane they would be ganking first, and I believe that's their strategy. And
And right now, it feels like the Martis has already secured both the buffs, and he will be rotating towards the EXP lane again, because right now he's taking that small creep near his red buff. And look at that. The Tigreal making a move in that area, trying to poke down that Akai. Akai is getting down low, but he has his shield on him. He has his passive, and look at that. Akai just equals out the damage onto that Tigreal. And right now, it feels like the Tiger is getting taken down low a little bit. Oh, the Hanabi has to be really careful there. And she somehow dodges with the help of her shield. And right now, it feels like the Roger is trying to gank on that Hanabi, and the Hanabi and the Aurora have to be really careful. The Roamer is not present, and they're just clearing the lanes. I mean, the Roger really cannot do much in the early game after that recent nerf. Oh, the flicker has been used though by that Suyu to escape from that Marcus. Otherwise, he was very low, and he could have been taken down there.
exactly, and we can already see the rotation is going towards that mid lane area where there was the Vixana, and she's with that is Roger. Roger had dealt a lot of damage from that situation, and he has to go back. And already we can see that Tigreal has taken a lot of damage as well. So they both have to retreat, but on the meanwhile, Marcus was the one to secure that turtle, and he is going in to chase the players of Fumblers at this point. And I believe that another fight might break down in any moment. And the first blood was secured by the DK over there. Super Miki gets taken down.
Oh,
Station gets taken down as well. So 2 kills from this one particular fight. Oh my god, Fumblers are not fumbling, and they are going aggressive at this point. And we can already see that Aurora had dealt a lot of damage. Akai as well. So they were able to retreat somehow. And Akai is moving towards that bottom lane area where he can follow up with that Hanabi. But Claude was able to sustain because of the spell he had, that is a vengeance. So yeah, Akai could not do much over there, but the rotation is coming towards that Hanabi from the side of Fumbler, so he has to retreat.
yeah, it feels like he needs some backup there in the goal lane. That's why he's showing that recall, telling his teammates that I need backup, and they're there. Oh, look at that! The steal coming in from the Nanabi, able to take that gold crab away from that Claude. And right now, the turtle is coming up in quite some time, and it feels like both the teammates. Oh, look at that! The Akai trying to take down that Claude. He has that heavy spin on him right now. And if he makes the engage, but I feel like they're not ready to take the engage because the Martis is still not there on the scene, and it feels like they're waiting there in that bush area. They know that the enemy is there as well, and they'll be just waiting out for a while before taking the engage. 4 versus 4, a fight can happen at the moment. Who will be the one initiating it though? That is the question here. And it feels like the Akai is actually trying to look for initiation, but the Tiger is also there as well. And oh, Akai is taking some damage from that Roger.
He's just poking around, he's just taunting that Roger, and we can already see that Martis is trying to take the kill of that Vixana, and he gets the kill of Vixana, even though Vixana used her ultimate already. The Eternal Guard is standing there, and he might chase down one player, and Martis needs to retreat from the situation. He is being chased down by the world, but he could not do much, and he was able to retrieve from the situation at this point. And things are looking quite nasty for Alpido, if you ask me.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at the claw. He's doing a lot of damage. Even the Suyu is there, but the dragon is not there on the scene. Double kill for Albert on that claw. And the dragon, the dragon should be there in the team fight. Why are you still there in the top lane, man? Look at that Suyu. Suyu is already there in that turtle, helping out his team. You have to back up your team. Come on, Super Mike. You have to do better than that.
Exactly, and the second turtle is there, and no one has committed on the turtle yet. But we can already see that Akai is trying to somehow zone out the Tigreal over there. Aurora starts the first initiation on that turtle, and ZK7 is there as well. So we can already see that Akai is trying his best to zone out that Roger as well as that Tigreal. And in the meanwhile, ZK7 was the one to secure the turtle for the team, and the fight still might break down in any moment, because look at that Suyu. He is not giving up, but he has to retrieve from the situation. And Akai was trying to do something over there, and Hanabi got that advantage and took the kill of Tigreal over there. And we can already see that Suyu has to retreat from the situation, and he has to rotate towards the top lane area. And in the meanwhile, if you look at the bottom lane, Claude is facing off that Hanabi over there, using his blades, using his skills. He was able to sustain in the situation, and he understood that Aurora was there to follow that Hanabi up, so he retreated from the play. So wise gameplay from that Claude, I would say. But if you look at the overall situation, they are going very neck to neck. What do you think?
Yeah, it might be another game where we will see both the teams wasting lords one after another and taking the game long enough to make the viewers feel bored. But oh my god, they're going all in on that Hanabi. But the Claude somehow able to survive. It felt like the Claude will go down. But I won't be pessimistic. But let's say this time I feel like both the teams will be able to do better with the Lord on their side. And it feels like the goal lead is coming more and more onto the favor of Team Elpido. And Famlas, both the team are actually doing equal on goal at the moment, just after the turret was taken down. But right now, I really like to see the builds as well, because it feels like the Martis has built up that Sky Piercer. Is it? Oh, but now, no, look at that, look at that. The engage coming in though from that Tigreal, trying to do something onto that Yuzong. Akai is there to do that heavy spin onto that Vexana. Vexana gets taken down, and the reverse bullet coming in from that Claude onto that Aurora. But if you takes down the Akai, there is the damage coming in from that Aurora. The Mercia Lago might get taken down, gets taken down by that Yuzong. 4 members still alive from the side of Team Alpido, and they will be looking to take this turtle down.
Exactly, and Roger is nowhere near to test for it, and CK7 was able to secure the last turtle of this match, and things went back to passive situation. But if I look at the goal at this point, 2.3, there is a difference of 2k gold at this point from the side of Elpido. So Elpido are leading in gold at this point, and as well as 1 kill ahead. But I believe if they actually keep the snowball going on, they would be able to take advantage of that, because they have that Akai, they have that Aurora, and in the late game it's gonna be Hanabi. So yeah, I might say that Hanabi can actually finish off the game by herself, all by herself. And already we can see Akai is using his heavy swing on that player, and he gets and Tigreal got cornered out over there. kill is being secured by that Yuzong, mega kill secured by that Claude. Claude is being taken down, double kill secured by ZK. At this point, two players are standing from the side of Fumblers. I believe that Yuzong is gonna chase down that Vixana towards that base, but instead, I think they are gonna go in for the Suyu. And yes, Suyu gets cornered out over there, and Yuzong just gives his kill to that turret. That was not necessary. That was not necessary at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
we can already see that they have secured the turret, even though they had to give out Yuzong to that turret. That's a revenge.
yeah, you can say that's a revenge actually, because the Akai could have been the one going in there, but instead it will be that Yuzong going in. And right now, look at the Akai. That Akai is being so annoying to the enemy side. He's always providing vision. He's always poking them out. He's always causing problems for the enemy side. But the Claude is there dealing a lot of damage. He has to back right away. And right now, after that first fight, I mean, right now it feels like they'll be looking to take the Lord right now. But right now, do you think it's the right time to take the Lord? Because right now, look at that ZK7. He's just waiting for the enemy to come in for that Lord, and when they come in, they will be trying to ambush them in that push.
That the plan ZK7 has is better because if they commit on the Lord and someone comes from the backlane area, that's going to be a problematic situation for Elpida. So they have to zone out one player or two, or they might have to take down one kill or two. And after that, they would be going in for the Lord. And for zoning out thing, we have that Akai over there. Suyu was there to steal the Lord, but he wasn't able to do so. CK7 was the one to secure the Lord for them, but things are not looking good for Elpido. And we can already see Martis is in a very low HP. He is still chasing down, but the world gets taken down by the Yuzong. Double kill secured by the Yuzong at this point, and Tigreal is in a corner situation as well. Akai has to retrieve from this place, and Akai uses Flicker already, but I don't think he would be able to sustain much. But with the help of that heavy speed, he is retreating. That's an amazing game. So that's a wise decision coming out from that guy, but he needs to retreat back to his base to regain all his health. And in the meanwhile, we can see that the Lord has come from that top lane area and gets defended by that Claude and by that Suyu. So nothing much happened with the help of this Lord, but we can already see Akai once again cornering, trying to corner out that Tigreal, and Tigreal is being taken down by ZK7. So even if they did not take the advantage of the Lord, they could take the kill of Tigreal at this point, and this is going to be crucial for them because there's no one, there would be no one to initiate from the side of Fumblers. So that's going to be a problematic situation for them because we can already see that Yuzong is going very aggressive as well as that Akai. So Team Elpido has an upper hand in this situation, don't you think?
Yeah, and look at that. They're pushing down that bot lane tower right now. And Team Elpido going in aggressively takes down the tower already before I complete my sentence. And the guy is taking a lot of damage from that Claude actually. The Claude is actually dealing a lot of damage, but he does not have enough sustain, because of which he cannot last very long in those team fights, and that is why he has to back off very fast. And with that, only the mid lane tier 2 is standing at the moment for the side of Team Fumblers, whereas for Team Elpido, it's all tier 2 still alive. So yeah, right now they do have the map control over Team Fumblers, and Team Fumblers really fumbling at the moment. And look at that. Look at the builds happening already. The Claude doesn't have the golden staff yet. He actually builds onto the Wind Talker. Oh my god. I do not think that's the right thing to do with a Claude. And as well as on the other side, look at that. The Sky Piercer is already there onto that Martes, even the Thunderbolt as well. I mean, on the side of Team Elpido, they're doing the standard build, but on the side of Team Fumblers, even though they are not the one leading, the Tigreal has a fleeting time as well. And look at that Suyu. The Suyu should be able to, at least take one defense item on him, because he has enough damage. But look at that. He's already building all, damage items. Even the Roger, no Thunderbelt yet. He will be building on the Sky Piercer, even though they're losing. Oh my god, Fumblers are really fumbling at the moment in terms of actually their builds.
Exactly, and I believe Suyu played in jungle lane is better, far better than the KT lane, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right about that. The Suyu is actually a very good jungler as well. They can actually utilize that. But look at that. Martis able to take down. Conceal play coming in. Oh, Tigreal catches Natalia there. And right now, look at that heavy spin coming in. Very useful though. Oh my god, almost takes down the Roger though. But oh, the Martis able to secure a godlike onto the Tigreal. And right now they're going in on that mid lane tower. It seems like they're doing a lot there. And three members, will they be able to defend it? It does not feel like they can sustain the damage coming in from the side of Team Alpido. Mid lane tower goes down. Even the inhibitor will might be going down. Feels like the Mart
Yeah,
is able to.
it's gonna go down. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is
goes
gonna
down.
go down.
Yeah, but look at the damage coming out from that Claw, right? He's doing a lot of damage. But the fact is that he does not have the sustain on him. So that's why he has to just back off after doing that damage. If he's able to, sustain a little bit, then he can do a lot more in those team fights. But right now, look at that. The Lord is marching.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. 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 I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Welcome back, guys, to the second
Sun
match
rises
of
when I give the
tonight,
word.
which is gonna be between Bigani and the Crownless. So the one who would win this match would be the next finalist. And so this is gonna be an electrifying match. We can all spectate, and already we are in the drafting phase. And from the side of Bigani, there is a Sicilian with his sprint, and on the side of Crownless, there is Hayabusa. Finally, Hayabusa and that Khalid. So you'll be able to watch that Hayabusa that you have been wanting, Fredo.
Yeah, finally a team picking up the Hayabusa. Crownless, thank you for picking up that hero. And in the action, we can see the Khalid has been picked up as well, and the bans coming in. 3 assassins being banned in the first phase by the side of Team Crownless. Benedetta, Fanny, and Ling. And on the other side, The Yin, the Ruby, and the Aurora has been banned by the side of
Face the
Team Vikani.
stars
So I
and
guess
seek
it's
your
might be
path.
it might be a very good composition because in the late game the Sicilian and Mia can do a lot of damage, and that's
Under the
why they
grass
have
with
to
the
be really
nails done.
careful to not take this game into the late game. The side of Team Crownless will be looking to end the game as soon as they can, because once the Sicilian and Mia hits their power
Who said
spikes,
there
it's
are no
going
shortcuts
to
in
be very
life?
hard
I
for
literally
the
invented
frontliners
one.
of Team Crownless to
Under the
sustain.
grass with the nails done.
I believe that as well, but if you look at the drafting phase, there is a chip in the banning phase from the side of Crownless, which is very, very understandable because they don't want to face off that type of roamer at
I've
this
been
point.
waiting for too
And the
long.
next ban would be carry, and we can
Even
totally
the
understand that
strongest
because in
of
the late
turrets
game,
fail to
carry
tame
is gonna
me.
be a problem for the Mia even, and that carry is gonna burn down any tank if there is any in front of her. So they do not want that for the glue. Since there is a glue in the team, there is a Mia, there is a Sicilian. So in the late game, it's gonna be Mia and Sicilian, and Blue is just gonna initiate one thing, I believe. So that's gonna be something we all would actually love to watch. And from the side of Countless, there is a Louis in the team, so we would be seeing a lot
True
of
love
teleportation
is
here
like
and
blood.
there. And from the side of Igani, the last ban was off Carmilla. They do not want that Carmilla against that Sicilian, I believe. And the last ban from the side of Countless was a Bane, so that's understandable because
Sancho,
since they have a Hayabusa in their team, they do not want any fast jungler on the opponent. Crownless went for the marksman peak already, so this is gonna be Bigani who would be.
And right now we are back again, and look at that. The second turtle, sorry, the first turtle is already up. It's been 2 minutes into the game, and it feels like Team Crownless are going in aggressive, but they have the Alice on the side of Team Vikani. Oh, able to take the turtle skill so well. It might be a wiped out coming in from the side of Team Vigani. Three members taken down already. The Hayabusa does not have his shadow. Will get taken down. Double kill for the Sicilian. And the Khalid is the only one standing right now. And it feels like Team Vigani are also going in for that red buff of that Hayabusa. But will they be able to make it out alive? The buff is still at 50% HP. The Alice retribution is about to come up in a few seconds. And it feels like the Hayabusa is just dodging that uh, red buff, and right now he will be going in for that blue buff instead. And that means that right now it feels like Team Crownless are behind in goal by almost 2k before the 5 second mark. Oh my god, that's a lot of gold actually.
Sorry, I was facing a bit of technical issues, so thank you for carrying till now. And if we look at the current situation, I missed a lot. Oh my god. So they have secured 4 kills from the side of Vigani already, and it's gonna be a huge goal lead. And it's just 3 minutes 30 seconds, and things are looking quite good from the side of Vigani since they have a Alice and a meta hero as well as that Angela. Things will look good for them in the late game as well, I believe. But look at that Hayabusa. He is trying to get a hold of the Sicilian, but he does not have that enough damage yet. And he would be rotating towards the team fight where Minotaur has been taken down by that Angela. Hayabusa gets taken by that Angela as well. The fight is still going on, and I don't think any kill would be secure from here furthermore. So things are looking quiet, aggressive from the side of Igani. So that's an assassin angel from their side. And along with that, the next turtle would be spawning in just 1 second. And Alice is already there. So we do not even have to mention that Alice would be the one who would be committing on the turtle first, because look at that Hayabusa. He was focusing on his red buff, but even there, the Angela was there to disturb him, and Alice was the one to secure the turtle without even any contest. Hayabusa gets taken down in the process by that Alice, so they are dominating. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and actually, the side of team Vigani is, I think, the first team to actually use that glue in the entire tournament, and they're
As
playing
well
it
as
out.
that Angela.
Yeah, as well as the Angela. So yeah, a very good pick coming in from both the side. I think even that Alice is the first one to be played. I
Mhm.
guess a lot of first things happening, and Team Vigani is the one planning playing these things in the Maldives Contender Series right now. And it feels like Vigani are setting a trend for others to follow right now because of that Alice and Angela combination. And it works so well because the amount of healing you're getting from that Angela. On top of that, Alice has her own healing as well. So yeah, it's a very big sustain. And right now, it feels like the side of Team Crownless do not have any anti-heal items. Oh my God, tower dive coming in from that Alice. Haya will get taken down, and right now it's again trying to take a tower dive onto that Hanabi though. Hanabi is still there, able to sustain somehow because of the shield which he has. And oh my god, they're trying to close down this Hanabi from outside. The Hanabi is about to make an escape. Oh, the glue with the split about to come onto that. Louis is still inside the turret though. Will she be able to make an
Oh my god.
escape?
They
The
are just melting down.
double kill for the Alice, triple kill, maybe a maniac. Will they want to go in on this Hanabi? It feels like the Alice wants to go in on that Hanabi. Will it be a maniac? Possibly a maniac. Oh no, the Kimia will be the one securing the kill. And look at that Vigani. Oh my god. It's almost a 7 or 8k goal lead, even when it's not even, not even 7 minutes. What is this?
This is something we were not expecting. And guess what? They made Fredo to speak out in Korean for the first time. And we can already see the rotation is going towards the top lane area where Glue was facing off that Hayabusa, but Hayabusa had to escape from the situation. And in the meanwhile, the turtle is there, and the turtle is committed by that Sicilian as well as that Alice. Look at the skill cast by Alice. He is not missing any of the skills. He is using that Alice so beautifully that it is just a treat to the eyes. And Alice was the one who was able to secure the turtle without any type of competition, along with the kill of Louis over there. That is something you would want to watch in a semi-finals match from that one team. And if we look at the Angela as well, that has a KDA of uh 7. Wait, what? 2. Sorry,
What?
that has an that has a KDA of 2-0, and I cannot see clearly. Is that 11?
Yeah, it's 11. It's 11.
2011. So that Angela is angeling too much, and also we had seen her take down one turret as well. So that's something we do not see that often. Assassin based Angelas. I'm a fan of this Angela, to be honest, at this point. And things are looking quite passive of the situation, but we are seeing that Hayabusa is trying to do something in that top lane area where he is clearing out the minions for his team. But in the meanwhile, Hanabi is getting bursted out by that blue over there. I think Hayabusa might get cornered as well, because look at that. Sicilian did an amazing job in casting his second skill over there, but Hayabusa was able to sustain for a bit, but not for long, I believe, because he is being bursted out by that ally so well. This ally is going menace. Oh my goodness. That's not something I expected. Like nothing like I expected. This is just a
Yeah,
one-sided game at this point.
yeah. Actually, that is the truth. Crownless are just not able to do anything against the Alice right now. I mean, the Louis should be able to make some plays happen. Once she gets that glowing wand, that wishing lantern on her. But it feels like the Louis is not able to do much in this game, and that is why the Alice is able to completely dominate. Even that Hayabusa is rendered being useless at the moment because he does not have enough items on him to deal the damage. But the Alice is just getting so farmed at the moment. I mean, she is about to hit level 14 already before the 10 minutes. And I mean, if I feel like if she gets one or two more creeps, she will get that level 15 before 10 minutes. But right now it
Hmm.
feels like Mia is the one taking down the Lord. Oh my God, Glue, what are you doing? So much damage coming in from a Glue right now. And look at that Hayabusa though. He's trying to create a split push in the bottom side. And he's able
He's
to
the one who's
successfully.
doing the damage to the turrets from the side of Carlos.
Yeah, actually, you cannot really let that Hanabi go around the map. She doesn't have the mobility to escape. But the Hayabusa has his shadows, has that quad shadow, has that Oogie shadow kill as well, his ultimate. And that is why he's the one trying to make the split push happen for the side of Team Crownless. But right now, I do not think that is enough because the goal difference, oh my God, Prerna, look at that goal difference. More than 10k right now. And Team Crownless seems to be, losing that crown at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. They are looking very helpless at this point because if we look at the overall map situation, Vigani have secured six of the turrets already, and things are looking quiet on their side. The Lord is on their side as well. They have that minion pressure from all over the map, and they might just go in for the inhibitor at this point and they would be able to get that easily and legendary secured by that ally, and we can already see the
Oh
damage
my
is still
God.
building up, the pressure is still there and the minion pressure is there as well. Glue is trying to go for the kills, but he would be dealing a lot of damage as well. And look at that Sicilian as well, legendary secured by that Alice, and many things are going around. Double kill secured by him. And with that being said, the base was been locked and the match finished within just 12
Victory!
minutes. Whoa, congratulations to Vigani.
And did Crownless even get a kill in that match?
Yeah, they did in the later period.
Okay, maybe while defending got a one or kill. Okay, now with that, we'll be back again in the next game, and we'll be hoping that Team Crownless will try to take back that crown. Oh my God, no kills! Oh my God, this is a chocolate factory coming up from the side of Team Crownless, and it's unfortunate. But in the next game, I hope they do make a bounce back, and we'll be coming back for more. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
And gentlemen, this is the second game between Team Crownless and Team Vigani, and the first one went into the hands of Team Vigani, and we'll be curious to see if Crownless can make a comeback in this one. But them are going for that first Arlot in the tournament. And look at that, to counter that, the side of Team Vigani immediately locks down on that Minsithar, along with the Vixana as well, because the Vixana does have the deathly grasp to make enemies dance, and yeah, that is why they will be very curious to use that Vixana in this game. And meanwhile, look at the enemy side, they're trying to pick up that big Zushin though. The Zushin is a very annoying hero, if you guys all know. She can just pick you up and throw you anywhere on the map, and that is just so annoying to deal with.
First Franco gameplay as well.
Wow, that is a first Franco gameplay. Actually, a first Franco gameplay. And look at the name of that guy. The name of the guy is Kenzie, and Kenzie is actually a famous YouTuber who plays Franco.
That's a coincidence, I would say. So this is gonna be first time of many things. In the previous match, we had seen first gameplay of what, Angela as well as Alice, and in this one, we are seeing Crownless playing this.
One more. You're missing one more hero. Which was it?
Which was it?
Alice, Angela, and one more was there, man. One more was there. Which was that hero? I forgot. It was the EXP laner, I guess. What was
Glue.
the
He was the glue.
Glue. Yeah. The glue as well. So yeah, 3 new heroes introduced in the last game by the side of Team Vigani, and this time, Team Crownless are the ones introducing the first Arlot and the first Franco of the tournament. Wow.
Something new.
I mean,
First
this
of
game
many
is
things.
the first of many things happening in this match between Team Crownless and Team Vigani. And I mean, even Hayabusa was the first one to be picked up in the last game, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
No
a
one
lot
picked
of-
out Hayabusa tonight.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot. It feels like Team Crownless or Team Vigani are actually trying to make the tournament interesting by picking up a lot of heroes which we have not seen before in the competition. And right now it feels like Angela will be banned because they really got annoyed by the healing coming in from the Angela in the last game. They were not able to kill the enemy because they are just able to sustain a lot because of that Angela. And right now they'll be banning now that Angela, the Ling, as well as the Fanny. The last ban coming in will be that Mia, of course, the annoying Mia. And right now, the bans coming in from the side of Team Vigani will be the Zushin and the Ruby. And Brenna, don't you feel like the side of Team Crownless made a mistake by showing that Zushin there?
Exactly. If you don't want to pick up that hero, the annoying heroes, don't show them, because the opponent has that banning thing open, so they would ban your hero out. So never make that mistake. And now they have to think of something else, and we are already seeing Melissa is getting hovered over. So let's see if they actually pick onto that Melissa.
Well, actually, considering the Melissa's ultimate, it is actually a very nice marksman against that Martis. Because the Martis cannot really, go inside the ultimate of that Melissa. So, yeah, I guess the Melissa will be a very good pick here coming in from the side of Team Vigani. And right now, Team
Cavalry's
Crownless are
dead.
yet to choose their
The eye
marksman
will
and their
revive
mid
it.
laner. And they will be picking up the Clint. And for the marksman, I feel like a Valentina will be actually good here because the enemy has a very good ultimate. I mean they have the Mincitars, King's Calling. They also have the Eternal Guard coming in from that Vexana.
Used to be
So I feel
ashamed
I
of
like,
believe
how
it's gonna be the
frustrating
first of
sometimes.
Eudora in this tournament as well.
oh my god, they are just they are just disappointing every prediction that I'm making right now. But yeah, I think the Valentina would have been a very good pick here. But yeah, they picked up the Eudora instead. So I guess it is for countering their Hayabusa.
Mm-hmm. I think that as well as that
Melissa.
Melissa, I would say, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is gonna be the first Eudora gameplay of this whole tournament.
I
And
think
on the
Melissa. Melissa also first, right?
yeah, Melissa first as well. This is gonna be first of so many things. And on the other hand, we can see the Tigreal getting picked from the side of Bigani. So there would be a lot of crowd control coming out from this roamer. There would be this Melissa's huge amount of damage as well with that King's Calling. He would be able to sustain that Arlet, and then comes the Vixana. So their lineup looks quite decent if you ask me. So do you think that the Crownless would be able to face off this lineup? Are they actually, do they have that potential? Do you think that?
I mean, to be very optimistic, I would say yes. But right now, if I'm being realistic, I would say no. Really, because of the lineup coming in from the side of enemy. I mean, look at that Franco. Even if they have the Franco, the
Mm-hmm.
Tigreal is there to just crowd control and cancel this out. They even have the Vexana as well, and the Hayabusa. I mean, that Hayabusa is going to be very annoying because they have not picked up any counters, and that Mincitar was picked up immediately first by the side of Team Vigani because they knew that the Mincitar can cause problems to Hayabusa, so they picked it up first, and then they went for the Hayabusa. So now the Hayabusa is left with no counters except that Franco there, but the Franco
Mm-hmm.
has he can be just crowd controlled by the Vexana and Tigreal. So yeah, the draft coming in from Team Vigani is very smart, and that is why I mean it's just I think it's 70% done in a draft, and that is why I feel like Team Vigani will get a comfortable win in this game.
Let's see if that happens, because in the land of dawn there is nothing we can actually predict, and we are already in here. Whereas we can see Mincetar is getting cornered by that Eudora, and the first blood was secured by that Eudora just within 1 minute. Oh my goodness, and we can already see that Hayabusa is there to poke out that Martis over there, but he wouldn't be able to do much. On the other hand, Melissa got another kill. That's something we did not actually expect at this point, because Melissa got the kill of Clint already. That's so fast. So both the teams are going very aggressive, and they are leaving us speechless, as well as shocked, I would say.
Well, you might not expect that, but the thing is, Melissa actually counters the Clint because her second skill can actually deal a lot of damage, and the Clint cannot even escape because he has. Oh
Oh,
my god, a very nice hook coming in from that Mizra. Oh, Eudora is there. Eudora might be able to take him down, but no, not enough damage yet.
why? Why,
Not enough,
Yodora? Why?
not
You
enough damage
knew
on
the
her.
position.
Actually, not
Yeah,
enough
not
damage
enough
on her.
damage.
That's why.
Not enough damage, but that could be an initiation, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, Arnold could have followed him up, but yeah, she's trying to play safe. He also has low HP. And with that, the first starter is already up. And I think, the teams are still trying to get that level 4 first. The Tiger might get caught out before his
Oh,
level 4. Yes, he gets caught out by the Eudora there. And oh my god, not looking good for the side of Team Vigani. Team Crownless seems to be making a comeback with that Eudora. Even though I did not expect the Eudora to work well, it feels like the Eudora is doing pretty good so far.
the
And
Eudophobia.
oh my god, the turtle still goes into the favor of. Oh, the bloody hunt connects onto that Hayabusa there. Oh, killing spree already for that Eudora. Oh my god, Crownless. You're proving me completely wrong. I cannot predict, I guess. And oh my god, Team Crownless are playing so good with that lineup. I did not even expect them to work out so well, but now they're showing me that I have to, stop predicting.
That's what I say, that you cannot actually predict anything in this land of Dawn. And Minsitar is just running away because look at that Yodora. They were trying to chase him down, and Arlet was there as well. So they wouldn't be risking it. So I believe that Arlet would be going back to farming a bit because we can already see Tigreal is trying to get a hold of his position but was not able to do so. That in the bottom lane things are looking quite passive for the Clint, and Franco is not leaving Clint alone anymore because we already know that Melissa is proving to be devastating for him. And in the meanwhile, in the mid lane, we can see that the Vixana was able to get a lot of gold from that turret, so that might cause trouble for Crownless. On the other hand, we can already see the fight has broken down and Mortis is going in, and another kill secured by that Mortis. Yodora is following him up. TPO was being taken down, so the initiator not been there. And we can already see double kill secured by that Minsitar. So things did not work out for Crownless as we expected, but the Eternal Guard is still chasing down that Arlet, and Minsitar is still there to provide a lot of damage on him. But Iron Hook was coming in from that Franco, but that did not connect anyone. And look at that, in the EXP lane, Arlet is facing a lot of trouble. Another kill secured by that Minsitar. That's an amazing Minsitar gameplay coming out from this player. And with that being said, the turtle has spawned already, and we can already see that Tigreal is there along with that Vixana.
Yeah, actually, this Minsitar is the one who got, who got killed in that first blood for that Eudora. And right now, it seems like Minsitar just got into that serious mode. And right now, he's the one carrying his teammates right now. And look at that, he's trying to take the turtle for. Oh, the Tigreal able to zone out the Martis. Will he be able to get the turtle? Yes, he does. And look at that, Hayabusa is going in right now onto them. Oh my god, a shutdown coming in
Oh
from that
my goodness.
Minsitar. What a gameplay coming in. The Minsitar is literally carrying the team in this moment.
Exactly. And along with that, we can already see that the minions were able to secure the first turret for Crownless, that is the mid lane's tier 3. But in the meanwhile, Vigani were able to secure a turret as well in the bottom lane, and things are not looking quite good for Crownless at this point because we can already see that they are going in for that mid lane's tier 3 as well, where there is that Melissa, but Melissa is getting bursted down. But still, we can see that Marcus is trying to chase down that Tigreal, and he was able to secure the kill of him as well. That Tigreal is just helpless against that Martis, if you ask me, because every time it's Martis against that Tigreal, he is melting him down. What happened to his tankiness?
Well, he doesn't really have any items on him yet. So yeah, that might be the reason why. And right now, look at that. The King's Calling connects onto the Arlet, and Arlet gets deleted immediately. Oh, look at that. That Franco is on his way as well. And the Eudora is already camping down in that bush. Martin is going front right now. And look at that. The Eudora might be able to jump on the Minsitar. The Minsitar shut down by the Eudora. The first blood taker is on his way to take the second blood as well on that Minsitar right now. And it might be a very nice initiation coming in though. Oh, the Franco uses Bloody Hunt, but no use because 3 members coming in from their side will be taking him down. And the Eudora is the only one left. The thing is that, Prerna, when you take up an Eudora, you really don't have the ability to deal enough damage to a lot of people. Like you just do the one target, then you get enough damage. But if you're trying to, deal your damage to a large number of people at the same time, then you cannot really do that. And that is where the Eudora is actually lacking in terms of, dealing damage. As well as, the lane clear is not the best coming in from Eudora, but look at that. He's able to force down that Melissa. And yeah, like I was saying, okay, oh my god, the Arlot gets taken down as well by the Vixana. And what a gameplay coming in from the side of Team Vigani to counter those heroes.
Exactly, and as you were saying that, oh my god, that's an amazing Iron Hook coming out from that Franco. But would he be able to take advantage of that? Vixana used her ultimate already, and in the meanwhile, Martis got caught up to that eternal guard, and Hayabusa was the one to secure the turtle for the team. And coming back to what you say that Eudora can do this one shot, one kill thing. On the other hand, Vixana can do a lot of damage on several players. So in this particular area, Vixana is way ahead against that Eudora. So in the team fights, I believe Vixana would be more efficient and Eudora would be lagging behind, and that might cause trouble to the crownless player. And I don't know if Eudora was the best pick for them, but there were so many options, right? There was Lilia, there was Valentina. As you were talking about Valentina, there was Valentina as well. But look at that Iron Hook coming out from the Franco. Tigreal has been taken down. Franco has been taken down by that Melissa. Uncomfortable to go by the Vixana. Arlo taken down. Clint has been taken out as well. Wiped
Wiped
out
out.
Secure from the side of
Oh,
Vixani. Oh my goodness. They are going madness and they would be taking down that tier 2 without any second question. And they went in for the inhibitor. The inhibitor had its shield, so they are waiting for the next minion pressure, I believe. And with that, I can see that they are already ahead, a lot ahead than the crownless, and they have secured 5 of the turrets already. So this gives them a very big upper hand. It's just 10 minutes, and they're
yeah.
so ahead.
Yeah, actually, the team Crownless was actually, they were sitting on a 10 to 3 on the kill score, but right now it's 11-20. Just imagine. They took 17 and they took just one.
What happened to them? I believe
Actually,
that yeah, actually, it was that Aurora thing and that Martis thing, I would say, because it is going towards that mid game to the late game period, and Martis is falling
falling
behind,
back.
I would say. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's an amazing Iron Hill coming out from the Franco. He taunted the enemy a bit, and we can already see Martis is trying to do something, trying to deal a lot of damage on the players, but he is not followed up by anyone. And look at the damage coming out from that Vixana, and in the meanwhile, Godlike secured by the Vixana, and Mincetar was the one to secure the kill of Martis over there. Melissa, on the other hand, was able to secure the Lord for the team. So this is gonna be hectic, very hectic.
yeah, actually, they're not even able to breathe as well because the enemy just keeps engaging and taking out their, front line, back line, everywhere. And the first turtle, I mean, so the first lord already taken down, and it feels like that lord will be coming up at any second. And yeah, it will be marching down that mid lane tower. So yeah, they're trying to create the pressure on the lanes as well. Look at that Minsita. He's going towards that bottom lane, trying to clear that lane out fast so that they can create the sync and they can push all the lanes together. And look at that, the Lord is marching down that mid lane side. They're clearing out that lane as well. And look at that. 3 lanes, not the best lane sync, but yeah, good enough to crash all the lanes together, and they will be creating that's push happening. Oh, look at that, the 3 lanes coming in all at the same time. It gives them the time to take down the mid lane tower, and the bottom lane gets defended. Oh, look at that, lord is still half HP.
Oh my god, they are not defending the Lord yet, and the Lord put a bit damage to that base, but look at the damage coming out from that Vixana. Melissa takes down that Franco over there, double kill secured by that Melissa, and Martis in the meanwhile gets shut down of that Melissa, double kill secured by Martis and mega kill secured by the Hayabusa, and in the meanwhile Martis gets taken down. And if we look at the current situation, 2 players are up from the side of Palace. On the other hand, Vigani have 3 of the players standing on the fate. So they wouldn't be risking it, I believe, because they do not have their tank with them and they do not have the minion pressure with them as well. So they should be focusing on the bottom lane's inhibitor, and they are doing that. So they would be doing that minion pressure thing on the opponent, that is the crownless, and we can already see the minion pressure building up from that top lane's inhibitor area, and from that mid lane is immense. So they would be waiting for their players to reincarnate, and they reincarnated already, and they would be going in for the base. And in the meanwhile, Mincetar's position got revealed, so he has to retreat from the situation. So things are looking quite passive for now. So I believe that Vigani would be going in aggressive with the minion pressure. Don't you think that?
Yeah, right now all they need to do is lock down the base, because right now Team Crownless are, look at that goal lead, man. It's almost 10 or 12k right now. And yeah, with that, I feel like they are able to take down the Lord. They're able to do everything which they want. All they need right now is just one proper initiation, and the team will get wiped out very easily. Oh, look at that initiation coming in. Look at that King's calling, though. So nice placed on. Does Hayabusa uses quad shadow kill as well, able to take down entire enemy. About to be a wiped out actually. The Minseta is taking down that Franco as well. The Eudora is still alive though. Oh, Hayabusa able to use his shadows pretty well there. Buys the immortality, wants to push down that base. Can easily do so. The Melissa locking down that base, and second game also going into the favor of Team Vigani. Oh my god, Vigani is so good at ending
Victory!
games.
Exactly, they are executing all the skills so perfectly that we are not getting any second thought on their skills. To be honest, they are so capable of winning every round so easily. So, with that being said, we would be right back with the third round of this match after a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done.
Right, so the third round of this match, and due to some technical issues, we had to take a break from you guys, but we are back
My
again,
kiss
and we
grants you
are already in the
immortality
drafting phase where
or death.
Bigani would be facing off that Crownless once more, and I believe that Crownless would want to come back to the game while doing an epic comeback. And we can see from the side of Crownless, they have decided to ban out that Alice, that Link, and which is very understandable because in the first match, we had seen an amazing Alice gameplay coming from the side of Bigani. So I had never seen such a Alice gameplay in any of the tournaments, if you ask me, and that was completely surprising astonishing, and so many other things. And we can already see from the side of Bigani, they have went in for the Sicilian pick already. And on the other hand, from the side of Crownless, they are hovering over to that Fanny and that Yuzong. And if I look at the banning phase from the side of Vigani, they have went in for the Aurora, for the Eam, for the Ruby. So yeah, that makes sense because the Aurora with her passive is something you wouldn't want to face off, and that Eam would take you to a different domain. So that is gonna be very irritating if you ask me. And with the help of that Spellvamp, Ruby can do a devastating damage on you. So that is something we wouldn't want to face if we were playing as well. And if we look at the side of Crownless, they have went in for the Tigreal, so they wouldn't want to face off that Tigreal's implosion, I believe. And on the other hand, Crownless are going in with the Lunox and the Yuzong already. So Lunox will be going in with the Marksman lane, I believe, and Yuzong with the Petrify would be facing off that Vendetta with Petrify in the EX lane. So that's gonna be something electrifying. And from the side of Bigani, they have went in for the Bane. So Bane pick at this current position, I believe that's something very wise decision because the Bane can actually sustain. The Bane can deal a lot of damage in the group fights and also in the team fights. He has that upper hand with his ultimate, and while pushing turrets as well, he can use his ultimate, and also he can jungle very fast. But in the meanwhile, Crownless have went in for the Mincetar. So I believe this is gonna be the problem for Vendetta because Mincetar would be dealing a lot of damage and cancelling out the skills of Benedetta over there with his King's Calling. And on the other hand, from the side of Crownless, they have banned out the Mia, which is a wise decision because in the opponent, if there is any Mia, it's going to be a nightmare for you in the late game because we had seen sneaky gameplays from this Mia throughout the whole tournament. So Mia is something you wouldn't want to face off. And the next ban from the side of Vigani was that Minotaur. So yeah, Minotaur can provide you with a lot of healing, with a lot of sustainability, as well as he's a very good initiator, so that is quite understandable. But if we look at Crownless, they have went in for the Tigreal ban as well as the Diggy ban, so they do not want any kind of anti-CC or CC in their opponent, so quite understandable because Mincetar would have faced a lot of trouble if there was a Diggy. And in the Vigani side, this was the last ban, that will be the Hayabusa. And if I have to add, this is gonna be the first Lunos gameplay of this tournament, I believe, because we haven't seen that much of Lunos Marksman gameplay from the whole tournament. So this is gonna be the first tournament for a first match of Lunos gameplay in this tournament. So first of many things, so in this particular match between Bigani and Crownless, we are seeing first of many things. And in the meanwhile, Crownless went in for the carry. So Lunox would be going in for the mage. So yeah, in the mage lane as well, we haven't seen Lunox in this whole tournament. So this is going to be the first of many. And there is a carry in their team. So in the late game, carry is going to be carrying the team, I believe, because the damage she has in the late game can actually melt down any type of hero and any type of tanky hero as well. And from the side of Bigani, the last two picks were I believe it would be a Atlas, but they have locked onto that Claude. So Claude would be facing off that carry, and I believe with the help of the Blazing Duet, he would be able to do a lot. And it is gonna be Atlas and it would be Claude. So yeah, that's an amazing pick if we ask. And from the side of Prowess, it is gonna be the Gata Kacha. So Mincitar would be going in for that. So Mincitar would be, yeah, Mincitar, right? Yeah, Mincitar would be going in for the jungle, and then the whole team would be rotating very well with the help of Katakacha, I believe. So something very wonderful, I believe we'll be spectating. And if we talk about the lineups from the side of Vigani, they have a quite balanced lineup. There is a tank who can deal a lot of damage from their side, and on the other hand as well, Crownless had Gatot Kacha over there. So Atlas versus Gatot Kacha. If we talk about it, Gatot Kacha will deal a lot of damage in the late game. Also, he would be a very tanky hero, and with the help of his avatar of Guardian, that is his ultimate, he would be able to retrieve from any situation, or he would be able to attack on any hero with the help of his ultimate. And if you talk about Atlas, he would be providing with a lot of crowd control from the side of Vigani, and there would be a Benedetta. So there would be a lot of mobility, there would be dashes, there would be a lot of damage coming out from this hero. And if we talk about Cecilian in the late game, he would be outshining everyone, I believe. And if we talk about Claude as well, he would be a very amazing hero. So both the teams looking very, very decent. So let's see what actually happens. And we are already in the land of Dawn, where we can see the junglers are focusing on their creeps. And in the meanwhile, in the top lane, we can see Gatot Kacha is following up with the carry, where Claude is facing them off. And Claude is bit cornered out there. I would say he is not overcommitting anything. He is just clearing out the lane, staying in his turret, I would say, and we can already see Mincitar is getting picked on, and Mincitar will be taken down by that Bane. That's an amazing first blood coming from the side of Vigani, and they are rotating towards the top lane where they would be facing the Kacha, and they are going in for Kacha as well as the carry. So Kacha has to retrieve from the situation, and we can already see the rotation is going towards the mid lanes area. So if we talk about Vigani's upper hand, they have this amazing rotation ability. They have this amount of synergy going on, and in the bottom lane, we can already see that Benedetta was able to take down that user, but he had to give out his kill to that. I believe that was Yuzong, and yeah, things are looking quite balanced for Vigani because they had to lose one. They got one as well. And in the meanwhile, the first turtle of the match has spawned already, and no one is committing on it yet. But we can see a rotation coming out from the side of Crownless towards that turtles area. But if we look at it, Ben is already on it, and Ben was the one to secure the turtle for the team. And the things are looking quite passive once again, if you ask me. And the mid lane, in the mid lane, we can see the fight is going on. So I believe it's gonna be a kill secure from the side of Vigani. And yes, Vigani were able to secure 4 kills already, and they are leading in gold. They are already in a 3k gold lead, so that gives them a very big upper hand, if you ask me. And we can see Claude was getting a lot of gold from the top lane. And the fight is still going on. Avatar of the Guardian used on that Claude, and things are not looking decent. And once again, I was facing some technical issues, sorry for that. Extremely sorry for that. In the meanwhile, Benedict gets the kill of Lunox over there. So things are looking quiet on the side of Vigani at this point because they have secured a turret as well as 7 kills and they are leading in gold by 4k. So they started the snowballing that is acting on their side. Minsitari on the other hand gets killed by that Sicilian. In the other hand, they had to lose that Vendetta. Black Dragon used by that Yuzong, which helped him to retrieve from the situation. On the other hand, Claude gets down by that Lunox over there. So Luna, sorry, by with the help of Lunox over there. So um, I believe that was the Gator Kacha over there who were in a very low HP, and we can already see in the bottom lane the Bigani's players are trying to take down the turret of the bottom lane as well. So Ben, as I was saying, he was able to secure kills. He was always in the team fights. He is using his ultimates to push down the turrets as well. The fight is still going on in the mid lane, and Lunox has been taken down by the Vendetta already. And Sicilian is trying to get a hold of the minion pressure from the side of Crownless, and he was able to do so. And already from the side of Vigani, we can see Ben has committed on the turtle, and he was able to get the turtle as well. And we can already see that Sicilian trying his best to use his second skill, get a grasp of the players of Crownless. And the meanwhile, Minsitar who connected very well on that Atlas. Atlas getting bursted down, and another kill secured from the side of Crownless, and Claude is the one who got down in this period, and we can already see the players of Vigani are retreating because they wouldn't want to risk it anymore, and Vendetta has to go back to clear out the minion pressure forming in that bottom lane area, and Sicilian is swapping lanes. He is going in for killing that baby player, and I believe that baby would be taken down, and yes, baby was taken down, but he had to lose the turret, and his teammates are there to follow him up. So I believe he would be able to get a hold of the carry, but if not, they will try to chase him down. But look at that virus, he is holding on to the position, and he commits on the player of Vigani. That is the Sicilian. That's an important kill, I would say. And with Sicilian's kill, he had to give out his kill to the Ben. But Sicilian's kill was so important at this period because Sicilian was getting very farmed up, and he was dealing a lot of trouble to the players of Countless. In the meanwhile, Claude was being taken down by the Minsitar. In the meanwhile, we can see Ben is destroying the turrets. He went in for the mid lane's tier 3, and he has taken that down. And we are seeing the players of Vigani are trying to steal the blue buff of Countless, and they were able to do so. And so for that, Minsitar would have to face a lot of trouble because he does not have his blue buff, and already we can see Sicilian is dealing a lot of damage with the help of his ultimate. And look at the damage coming out from the Sicilian. Sicilian was able to take down Lunas, and already the players from the side of Crownless are feeling very helpless. Dark secured double kill over there. 4 players are down from the side of Crownless. It is just Carry who is standing on his feet from the side of Crownless. So if any pressure comes on him, he won't be able to face that off. And we are seeing that he is trying to spam a bit of recall onto the players, but that's not that much of use, and he wasn't able to taunt them. But there was initiation from the side of Carry, but he did not get any type of upper hand from that. And in the meanwhile, things are looking quite passive at this position, and we can already see 6k goal lead from the side of Vigani, and they are leading in the kills as well. So the snowball they started in the very early period of the game is actually coming very handy to them. Minsitar tried to clear out the bush, but he was not able to get hold of anyone. Atlas is trying to commit on the carry, and I believe that carry will be taken down by the Benedetta. And yes, he was. Black Dragon used by that Yuzong instead, and he couldn't do much from there, but he was able to take down the Sicilian, but he had to give us heal out as well. But triple kill secured by Ben over there. So 3 players are once again down. Sorry, 4 players are all once again down, and it's just Minsitar, and Vendetta is trying to zone him out, and I believe that he was trying to do something so that Minsitar retreats from the situation and the minion pressure goes to that tier 2, but that was not that useful because the minion pressure was late. And look at the damage coming out from that Atlas. It was dealing a lot of damage on the carry, and carry had to retrieve from the situation. They are able to defend the tier 2 for now, but Virus is in a very, very low HP. It's just Virus who is not able to sustain bit in front of the players of Bigani. On the other hand, Bain was able to take down the kill of Minfitar, and I believe they would be taking out that tier 2 anytime. And in the meanwhile, the top lane's tier 2 was being taken down by the minions itself. The Lord has spawned once again. So I believe it would be Atlas who would be just zoning out Virus over there, and Sicilian would be able to handle down that Lunox in the mid lane. And we can already see Claude is there to help out Ben to secure the Lord. He is already committing on the Lord. So this is going to be the first Lord. And I believe there would be no contest over there. And Ben was the one to secure the Lord for them. So with the help of this Lord, I believe they would be able to take down that tier 2 that is in a very, very low HP. Virus is trying to do a recall spam over there, which is completely unnecessary. He's trying to taunt the players. You don't need to taunt the players, because you are already lagging behind. So don't do that to the players. Don't try to gaslight them. And